Hello. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. Oh, now. Hello. 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 Hello.
Yo, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this biatch.
Hello. Let me show you a little world of excitement. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call. The possibilities are endless. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call. Oh, now. Hello. Hello. Let me show you a little world of excitement. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. Oh, now. Hello. Hello. Let me show you a little world of excitement. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call. Let me take you away from it all. The possibilities are endless. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call. Oh, now. Hello. Hello. Let me show you a little world of excitement. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call. Oh, now. Hello. Hello. Let me show you a little world of excitement. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call. Oh, now. Hello. 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 Let me show you a little world of excitement. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call.
Welcome back, everyone. And can you please turn that shit down, Norbert? Okay, so don't piss me off right off the show, man. Anyways, everybody, thank you for tuning in for Calls with the Wizard. Just a minor announcement before I introduce my very special guest before we start taking some calls. If you didn't get a chance to tune in to listen to Versa from the Central Valley, check out his interview. We were just recently in Rosemont, I believe it's Rosemont, Cali's Best Diamonds. It was a dispensary. First dispensary that I've done, and I went ahead and went live. I interviewed one of the employees there, and he talked about all these weed and his edibles and all this dope stuff. I actually even interviewed some patients. So they were talking about what they like smoking. It was actually pretty entertaining. First time I've done that, and I just actually got asked to do it again at another dispensary. So if you know any dispensaries that want me to go podcast live, tell them to contact me, and we'll go ahead and do that. But I've also had a Julio G here. If you guys haven't checked that interview out, I say it's more of a conversation. We had Marvelous here not too long ago. Who did we have? Black Sea from RBL Posse was here. Who else, Norbert? Don Cisco. Check out that interview. Okay, a lot of you guys have been requesting him on there, and I received a lot of great feedback because he had a song called Just Like Mexico, and a lot of people didn't know that I had produced that song. I did that song like in 1997, but I think he released it like in 2000. But all the info, go check out those interviews. You guys will not be disappointed. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it with none other than Hazerd. How are you, my brother?
I'm good, Tony. How you doing, man?
I'm blessed, brother. You know what? I can never complain. One thing about me, bro, is that it takes a lot to get me down. I'm not one of those guys that's easily persuaded by, but just bullshit, bro. Like, I wake up every day, bro, being 55 years old. I look out the window and I thank God that I saw another day.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, all my kids are healthy. My grandbabies are healthy.
Yep.
I'm blessed, bro.
And I feel like too often we feel like, I thought this is what I always say. Some people aren't happy if they're not complaining, right?
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes I'll see somebody like that, and I'll tell them to their face, like, I don't think you're happy if you're not complaining. Good for you. So I'm glad you're happy right now. They'll be bitching about something stupid, you know?
Yes.
And I'll just be like, well, I don't think you're happy if you're not complaining.
Right.
So.
You know, and that's one.
You too.
Yes, and that's one thing about me, bro. I used to listen to a lot of people's negativity until I started realizing that that's real energy, bro. Yeah. Because it's real fucking energy. Yeah. I used to come home at times and I used to be feeling like depressed, and I'm not that type of guy. Yep. Why am I feeling down? But guess what? These motherfuckers were using my ears as trash cans. Yeah. And they were just dumping and dumping. I had to cut all that negativity off. Yep. But anyways, really quick, I want to bring this up because this was the last time you were here. It was February 15th.
Okay.
2022. Okay. So it's been over a year.
Man, it's been that long, huh?
Yes.
Time goes quick, huh?
Yes, and we had talked about having you back sooner, but you know what? Things happen. Yeah. And you went heads up with MC Wicks on Verse for Verse.
Yes, sir.
That was a dope night.
That was a great night.
That was a dope night.
Wicks is a cool dude. I hadn't met him before that. And so that was my first night. I actually got to shake his hand and whatnot. And just a real humble dude. And it's funny, we bumped into each other a couple of times. I just seen him at Rhymefest.
You know what?
At Rhymefest.
How was that? Because my boy Destruct, I apologize. He had told me, come down. I got you tickets or whatnot.
Yeah.
I really wanted to make it, but I had so much going on that weekend. How was that, if you can fill us in?
Hot, right?
Okay.
You're in the desert, so it was like, it wasn't as bad as, Adelanto's next to Victorville. It's on your way to Vegas, so 110 easy, right? But it wasn't that hot, but it was starting. It was like, in a month, this would suck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this would be a tough, it would be tough. But it was cool. So it was Rhymefest and Kushstock.
Okay.
And they had like the stage kind of like fenced in.
Okay.
And then the outside, it's a baseball field, right? So I guess it would be like the outfield is like the stage and the audience, and then like the infield of the baseball field would be was all the weed vendors. So it was cool. I mean, it was cool. It was basically like, some good product and
some good music.
Some good music. So it was cool. And it was like I got to see Dilated in person for the first time.
Okay, how was that?
It was cool because like me and Rock have gone back and forth on social media. And then I actually got a text there. But he's always showing me a lot of love. And on volume 5, I think, of 40 Ounce, I did Worst Comes to Worst. And he's been showing me love since. You know what I'm saying? So he always showed me a lot of love, but we never met. And then so I remember like getting nervous because there was like 2 different times where I wanted to see Dilated and I got arrested.
No shit.
Show. So I was always like, fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? So I got to finally meet him. I told him the story. He started laughing. You know what I mean? And so I actually I hit him. I was like, hey, can I? I'll be quiet in the back, dog. Is it cool if I walk on stage and see the show from that perspective? You know? And he's like, yeah, come on. So I was like, I was on stage skating in the back, just chilling. I never got to see those gentlemen perform. You know? So
but how was that experience?
It was dope because getting to see like veterans at the craft,
yes,
that's when you learn that there's really levels to the shit.
Yes.
And it's not just rap, or it's not just, all you're doing is getting on stage and grabbing your nuts and rapping. There's an actual, like the art of being an MC, right?
Course,
like a master of ceremonies, really moving the crowd, really controlling the mic, like is a thing.
Yes, yes.
And those dudes are just it when it comes to it. And they got, they got Bad Boy on the 1s and 2s, and they actually like, in a really dope way, cut to him like 2-3 times during the set, and he just going crazy scratching live. You know what I'm saying? He's right there cutting up crazy, and they're literally like looking at the crowd. It was funny because I feel like modern crowds don't appreciate the DJ enough, right?
Thank you.
And it was just like, this fool's cutting up crazy, like sick, like really some technical, juggling and going crazy and super precise and live. And the crowd's like just kind of looking. And like literally there was a point where evidence is like, like, what the fuck's wrong with y'all? Like, come on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, and then like they got the crowd real hyped, and it was dope. It was just like, to me, it was kind of like anybody that really loves this shit has their like moments in hip hop where they're just an appreciator of the culture. It doesn't matter because if you really do this on a high level, you love the culture of it. So you're going to have moments where you're like, oh, I remember this moment when I got to see this. I got to see so-and-so and so-and-so live. I got to see this. I got to see this person live. So for me, as I've gotten older, those moments are like fewer and farther between because I feel like it's work now.
Yeah.
So like that day, I got to just kind of watch, and that was fun.
That was dope, man.
You know what I'm saying? It was a good time. It was a good time. They definitely held it.
You know, and I'm glad you're bringing that up because you know what? This is one thing that I believe that this generation of rappers lacks is a good show. Okay, is a good show. Let me explain. There's some people that are just naturals. There's some people that work at their craft and they get really fucking good.
Yeah.
Okay. I just saw recently at the To Live and Die in LA, event, Reverie. Okay. I've known her now for I think maybe about a year or two because I had her here multiple times.
Okay.
But I finally got to see her perform. Yeah. I went on stage with her. Their DJ was there cutting it up, scratching and shit. Yeah. And I really, really liked her stage presence and how she spoke to the crowd. Like, she did it. There was maybe about 150, 200 people in front of her. Sure. But she did it like if there was 10,000 people there.
Sure.
Like, I really liked her energy. Now, when I first started to go to shows, it was, I want to say, March, maybe not even March, but it was 1988. Okay. I went to the Anaheim Celebrity Theater, the first time I ever saw. Now, let me tell you who was performing that night. Everlast, he had a song called Never Missing a Beat, and he was signed to Rhyme Syndicate Ice-T. Okay. He was rapping to Dua Diddy before he ever did Jump Around.
Sure.
I saw the DOC.
Okay.
And I say this respectfully. The DOC did not have a good show. Okay. He was young. His first single, funky enough, he went out there and performed it. Sure. King T went on next. Had a dope fucking show. DJ Aladdin was on the turntable. DJ Pooh was on stage with them on the SB1200 drum machine. Mixmaster Spade, rest in peace, was up on stage, and King T was rocking it. Okay. NWA goes on now. Yeah. Fucking rock that motherfucker, bro. Yeah. Like, I saw it like I've never seen anything like this before. Right. To me, they were just naturals. Ice-T went on next. Ice-T put on a good show. NWA stole the crowd. So now I start doing shows quick, second to none, AMG. We go out on the fucking road. And these guys were all fucking new, and they bring the fucking energy, and the crowd's going fucking insane. Yeah. Then we start doing shows with Cypress Hill. Their first album, they're on the promo tour. Yeah. I don't care what anybody says, bro. I haven't seen such an electric show like the way those guys have put on, bro. And keep in mind, they were just starting to do shows. Yeah. But I just believe that him, Sen, and Muggs were just fucking naturals. And they knew how to light that fucking crowd on fire, bro.
I think you asked me think the first time I was here, you asked me my favorite, or it might have been when I did the thing with Wicks. You asked me like my favorite live
That's right.
moment.
We talked about
and
that.
And I said, I remember it was Smokeout Festival. I think that's what they used to call it. Cypress Hill was like the headliner, and it was like at the Coliseum or some shit. And I literally remember looking at them like, these fools are rock stars. This is crazy. And then I had like 2 seconds of that, and then the fucking crowd just went forward. You know what I mean? Like I was like not on the ground. They're like pushing me forward. You know what I'm saying? And I distinctly remember like their live show being like literally larger than life.
Yes,
you're looking at and it's weird because they get on stage and it's like a switch gets flipped.
Yes,
and they're people, but at the same time you're like, damn, these fools are like superheroes up there.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
The next group that we did shows with, and it was unbelievable. And I say this, you know, because I was really humbled. I thought, you know, us, Quick, and all these high C, where you had a dope show. Yeah. And we did always give the crowd a good show.
Sure.
But when we did shows with Ghetto Boys, with Bushwick Bill, Willie D, Scarface.
Really?
Bro, like, I was like, we need to work on our show.
That good.
It was that fucking good, bro.
That's crazy.
We need to work on our fucking show. They did this one part, bro. I mean, because Bush, it's the, what's the hell? Bushwick Bill, rest in peace. He had a song called Another Level on that. Yeah. I believe it's We Can't Be Stopped on that. My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me album.
Yeah.
They go up on stage when he does that, and they bring towels, all three of them, and they put them around their waist. And they're kind of standing like here, here, here. And then they have girls come down, and they get down on their knees, and they cover the girl's head with a towel. Hey. So they're pretending to get in head. And then they switch them off. But that song's called Another Level.
Yeah.
But it was just shit that they did. And then Willie D would perform a song called Bald Headed Hoes. Yeah, and then fucking Bushwick Bill and Scarface will go off stage, and then they'll come back dressed differently, like to do their solo shit. But it was just...
There's levels.
Yes.
There's levels to it.
There's levels to it.
Yeah.
And I say that to share that if you're in this, work on your craft, bro.
1000%.
Work on your craft. I mean, can you imagine you go see, let's just say hypothetically you were younger, you went to see Cypress Hill and you paid maybe, let's just say $50 for a ticket. Mm-hmm. And they go out there and you see maybe there's only 25 people out there. But yet you paid for your ticket.
Yeah.
And they go out there and give you a bunk show because nobody showed up.
Right.
That's going to be your memory of them.
Right.
Imagine you go do a show, maybe 20 people show up, 10 people show up. But you got paid, you go up on stage and you rock it. Those motherfuckers are going to walk away with Hazerd tore that shit up.
You had that story you told me. It was like that. The promoters like undersold, and then Quick was mad. Everybody was mad. And you're like, we'll treat it like a sound check, but let's go rock that motherfucker.
That's right.
And you gave whatever it was, 100 people, whatever it was in the crowd, you gave them the fucking show of their life, and you guys ended up having a great time.
Yes.
You said you actually enjoyed it, but you said let's just treat it like a sound check. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To all you artists out there, treat this shit like a sound check. Like,
I was cutting and scratching and shit. I didn't give a fuck.
Just treat it like a sound. Look, I've performed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've performed the shows where it's the DJ, the promoter, the bartender, and then whoever came with me. And I'm like walking off stage like I sweat 2-3 pounds off. You know what I'm saying? And like though I always treated it that way because the way I always looked at it was, if I want more out of it, then I got to give more to it. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like there's no way that I can be like you said, man, nobody showed up tonight. Fuck this promoter, whatever. This is bull. I'm over here doing open mics and whatever, and I'm rapping for 10 rappers and the bartender. Bro, them 10 rappers are gonna respect me by the time we're done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I agree with you. Yeah, that's completely the right attitude.
Now let me answer this, and I want rappers, artists in general, to learn from this.
Yeah.
Have you ever met somebody possibly that you like, that you enjoy their music, or maybe you might have even looked up to, and I'm not asking you to say names, but maybe they were a fucking asshole?
Let me crack this for you real quick. Let me crack this for you real quick.
Okay.
That's a great question, and yes. Salud, huh? Salud. I know you're on a bang right now.
Yeah. I'll drink in a little bit, so I'll catch up. Believe me, I'll catch up. So,
I got faith in you, Tony. So basically, yes. And what I would say is that what I've learned these last like maybe 18 months or whatever, 17, 18 months, whatever it's been, that I've been kind of like on my run with like a little more notoriety, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Is sometimes it's not that they're being an asshole is genuinely they got like a million things on their mind and they're not present in that moment. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not nowhere near a level that I even want to be at, or some of these interactions that I'm thinking of right now of these people. But what I can say is, I just try to make a concerted effort that when somebody stops me, because for me, it'll be like the random, like I'm at a bar and it's like, hey, are you that for Hazerd 40 ounce Fridays, right? Yeah, what's up? Hey, I rock with your shit. Like, oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. And then we'll just have the conversation. And then it's like, yo, let me buy you a shot. Like, oh, you don't even got to do that. No, come on, I want to buy you a shot. All right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, can I drink a beer with you? You don't even got to do that, bro. I got a beer right. No, let me buy you a beer. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then we just like have a conversation, and it's always been pretty much love. I know when it first started happening, I would be like, I started posting on social media, if you see me and recognize me, please don't stare at me. That was my only thing, because like I make music for like gangbangers and hood rats. Like it is what it is. I make music for the streets, so it's like I'll get fools staring at me like.
I get the same shit, bro. And we don't know what it is.
Man, so my thing is, bro, if you recognize me, just come up to me. I'm not going to play you out. And I think people have kind of realized that. So now it'll be like, Hazerd, right? Yeah, what's cracking, bro? Oh, what's up? Wow, yeah, I rock with your shit. Like, good looking out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, right? The most I probably got it was, I was in Vegas for the Super Show, for the Lowrider Super Show.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's my demographic, I guess. Because like everywhere I went, Hazerd, in the show, outside the show, the whole weekend, off the strip,
right, on
Fremont Street, whatever. You're that for Hazerd, right? Like, yeah, what's cracking? You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I just try to, what I try to do is just be present in the moment. And it literally usually takes 30 seconds.
Right.
You know, now I understand when you've got, you know, $1 million deal on your phone, or you got this, you got that. I get how you could be busy or whatever, you know. But my thing always is like, okay, so these are the people, like you said, somebody paid $50 for a ticket or whatever, right? These are the people quite literally funding your lifestyle.
Your life,
Whether you want to admit it or not, you are at the place that you're at. Yes, you put the work in. Yes, you had to do a lot of groundwork, but these people that support you are pretty much the sole factor for you being where you're at.
Yes.
And so my thing always is, I just try to take the time. I understand, like I said, I'm not at a certain level, but if somebody comes up to me like, are you, yeah, what's up? How we doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There have been times where I was doing something and I was like, let me finish this real quick. I got you though. You know what I'm saying? But I try to make sure that I make that clear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm doing this real quick. Just give me 1 second. But yes, yeah, that's me. Just give me 1 second, all right? What's cracking, bro? How we doing?
Right,
you know,
right.
And I've noticed that 30-second encounter can make all the difference, you know?
Yes.
And so I think back to certain, this probably happened like 2-3 times. Mm-hmm. Because it happened to me once and it basically kind of scared me off of ever trying to approach it like, nah, I'm cool. I'll leave it alone.
What was that experience like, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to say no names.
No, that's fine. Yeah, it was just like, and I was younger too, and it like I was crushed. I was like, dang, for real.
So you went up to this artist and you said, what's up, how you doing? I'm so-and-so.
Yeah.
And they were like, what? Like,
they were just like, oh, all right. Like,
yeah, okay.
And it was awkward. It was literally like, what do I do now? My hands are at my side.
Right.
What do I, like, let me walk away now. You know, yo por pendejo, you know what I'm saying? Just walk,
yes.
you know what I'm saying? So it kind of turned me off. Like, I'm a not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'll leave them alone. That's what, it's fine. It don't take me 2 times to learn the stove is hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then I've learned what I really learned too is time and place. You know, I live out in San Fernando Valley.
Yes.
You go to certain restaurants, there's a lot of celebrities around. They don't want to be fucked up while they're eating. Like,
right.
You wouldn't want, you know what I'm saying? It's the classic, the meme of the quinceanera. You know, when you're at the quince and you got a mouthful of birria taco and the photographer comes by, dile algo para la quince, and you're just like, right? So it's that, right? It's literally that moment.
Yes.
So anybody that's ever been to a quince and had a camera shoved in their face, that's what it is to be a, you know what I'm saying? To be a celebrity at dinner or lunch or whatever. So I've had that. I've had that experience where I actually watched. I won't say. I watched a couple people having lunch literally at the table next to us, and at the very end, they got up to leave, and like people ran in. They were asking for autographs and whatnot, and you could tell they were not trying to be seen having lunch together.
Right.
And so it was just like, but what ended up happening, they were at the next table next to us. The lady was very gracious. She took a couple of pictures with some young ladies. And then the dude is standing right here. And he's uncomfortable. And I can see it in his body language. He's real stiff. He's like this. But he's standing right here. And I'm eating. And I'm like, hey, bro. I looked at him like, hey. And he's like, oh, my bad. And he kind of stepped back. And I was just like, fan of your stuff, man. You know, he's like, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. He went like that and went like that. Have a good one.
Right.
I'm like trying to eat, like, you know, back the fuck. Like, you know what I mean? I kind of told him, but he was real uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it happens a lot. So that one, it's like, to me, it's also time and place. You know what I'm saying? You the other one. And I've had it happen one time in the restroom. Hey, Hazerd, I'm just like, yo, come on.
Like I got my dick in my hand.
I literally told him, let me handle this real quick and I'll talk to you outside. And I think he caught himself. He was
Right.
He was like, oh, okay, you know. But like mine's is few and far between.
Right.
You know? I could imagine trying to go to get fucking milk, you know what I'm saying, or diapers for your baby, and the person checking you out is like, you know, they're like, you know, beep, beep. You know, so I could imagine it would kind of wear on you.
Right. No, I think there's only one time that for me that I really wanted a picture with this one athlete. I'll tell you who it is, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Okay. Yeah.
It was 1994, Las Vegas. I went to see a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Okay. He was fighting Frankie Randall. That was the day he lost.
Oh, 87 and 0-1, and 87 1-1, right?
He was 89 0-1. I guess he had to draw with Pernell Whitaker. Yeah. Okay, well.
Great fight, by the way.
Yes.
Kramer Pernell was a great fight.
So I see Sugar Ray, and he's playing like craps or some shit. So I walk up to him, and I was like, hey, man, I'm about to leave. I said, I don't want to bother you, but can I get a picture, bro? And I was in my 20s, and he goes, man, don't you see me playing? And I was just like, all right, man, I'm sorry. So I walked away, and I guess his dude called me back. He was like, hey, man, he'll take a picture with you. Yeah. You know, and I was like, oh, really? I walked away fucking sad, bro.
Yeah, it's when you have a genuine respect. Like, that's a legend.
Yes.
That word gets thrown around.
Right.
That's a legend.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you have a genuine respect and appreciation for somebody, you're like, I don't want nothing from you. I'm literally like, you're fucking dope.
Right.
My respects. And you be like, can I get a picture? Like, because you're thinking, when the fuck am I going to see this guy again?
Thank you.
When am I going to see him? So that's what I've tried to kind of learn. You know what I'm saying?
So he said, come on, man, I'll take a picture with you. I was just a little busy, and he wouldn't look at me. I was just a little busy, but I was like, I hope you understand. I was like, no, it's cool. So he just shook my hand, and we took a picture, and that was it. I go, thank you, bro. I wasn't trying to bother you.
Still got that picture?
Yes, I still got that picture.
Cool. See, that's cool.
You know who I also took, because I used to go to a lot of fights. Rest in peace, Mills Lane. I think he passed away.
Judge Mills, yeah.
Mills Lane. And then, remember homeboy, they stopped all the fucking fights? The referee, Richard Steele.
Okay, yeah.
Him, that dude. I took a picture with him. I took a lot of. Do you remember a guy named Chicanito?
I know the name.
Chicanito Hernandez.
I can't think of the face though.
Yeah, he passed away too. He got cancer and passed away. But I used to take a picture with a lot of legends back then. I took a picture with Chavez. Chavez was really cool. Chavez, the weird story about him, when I shook his hand, he had the world's softest hands, bro. For being a heavy hitter.
Right.
His fucking hands felt like little pillows. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It threw me off, bro. I was like, stay away.
Yeah.
But he was real cool.
But them knuckles would probably beat the shit, yeah.
Oh, dude. and Duran, I met Duran. I just shook his hand. He didn't want to take no picture with nobody, but he did shake my hand. So
that's cool.
But I say that to share that I've had rappers that have been successful. Have been has had successful careers, okay? They've come here.
Yeah.
And they told me, hey, bro, I'm going to diss this one dude. I'm just going to let you know. And I'm like, why? Like, I'm not trying to start that here, and I tell them that.
Yeah.
Several times I've had pretty big artists that have come here and said, I'm going to diss this motherfucker. And I'm like, why?
Yeah, what the fuck he do?
Okay, let me give you an example of what it was like. The way these guys explained it to me. Say that Hazerd is up here with Cypress Hill.
Yeah.
And I want to meet Hazerd so bad. So and then I walk up to you and I tell you, hey, Hazerd, I'm opening up for you, man. I'm going to go out there and warm up the crowd for you. And I really mean that from my heart.
Sure.
And then you tell me, I don't need your ass to warm up shit.
That's fucked. And what I would say is there's a disconnect. The dudes in the 90s didn't really have, at the time, it was like if you were good enough, like if you had a little bit of skill and a little name around your neighborhood, you could literally get a fucking deal with RCA, right? You can get a deal with Capitol. You can get a deal with, you were producing records for Disney.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And like you guys were literally straight from the block and boom. And then all of a sudden, and you know what I'm saying? And you've told a story like about being miserable, having a house on the beach, producing records for Disney,
Yes.
Mercedes, and you're fucking miserable, right?
Miserable.
But straight off, like that doesn't happen now, right?
Right.
So nowadays, there's usually a whole shitload of footwork to get to that point. You got to sell a bunch of tickets for like a mediocre rapper, blah, blah, blah. But these rappers that are of that generation never had to do that. So they don't understand that struggle. It was literally like they wrote a cool rap. Somebody was like, let me loop this sample real quick, rap on this. We're on the radio tomorrow.
Yeah.
They could never understand that struggle of like the years of footwork. It was like, how many people, the first rhyme that they wrote, literally, like Cube, one of the first rhymes he ever wrote becomes Boys in the Hood.
Right.
Right. So it's like there's a disconnect. They can't even understand the idea of, you know, I bought 40 tickets to the show and hustled them to strangers and my family members so I could open up for you. Right. Which is literally the pay to play model. Right. And they can't understand. So they, you know, it's probably as fucked up as it is, it's like they can't relate to it. So I don't need you to warm, like you said, I don't need you to warm with shit.
Right.
Whereas like me personally, like we're talking about going on the road now and maybe doing some stops or whatever. And if I get an artist to come up to me to tell me that, I'll be like, for real, man, what they call you? What is it again? That's dope, bro. How long you been doing this? I'm going to talk to him because I know what that is.
Right.
I know how shitty that feeling
Right.
is. You know what I mean? I've done it. Like I did the whole little chitlin circuit like when I first came home, you know? And so I know exactly how fucking demeaning it could be sometimes.
It is, bro. And
You know what I'm saying?
This artist that was told that
Yeah.
became bigger.
Good for him.
Bigger than this artist, and they were like, "I'm gonna diss them." And I go, "No, dude,
Yeah.
don't do that, bro. Don't do that." And he goes,
Yeah.
"Why, man? I want to diss them up." And I was like, "Bro, you're only gonna start shit here on my platform." He goes, "All right, all right. So, I'm not trying to do all that."
You about peace and positivity, baby.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? But there's been a lot of artists that have come through and they said, "I'm gonna diss them up." That motherfucker dissed me up on stage, and I was like, "Fuck." I couldn't do that, bro. If somebody came up to me, I remember, I think we were in Oxnard one time, and it was like 1994. Our second album had came out, and I was DJing, and it was like a guy said, "Hey, man, can I rap for you?" And I respectfully said this. I said, "Bro, I'm not a rapper, you know, and you know, maybe if you're looking for your skills, maybe you should rap to high C."
Yeah.
And he was like, "I know, but you're a producer." And I'm okay, cool. And me, when I listen to rap, I listen to melodies.
Sure.
Sometimes I don't even care what you said, but if I like how you said it,
Yeah.
then I can fuck with it.
Yeah.
So High C was like, "Oh, his lyrics are whack." And then but he didn't tell him that. He told me later. I go, "I know, but I like.
I love that delivery.
Yeah, he had a nice melodic style. I can fuck with that, bro. Yeah, but his lyrics are whack." I go, "I don't care. Girls will be singing this shit, bro."
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so I listen to music differently. So a lot of times, a lot of dudes like to kick skills and lyrics, and I'm all fucking for that.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. But sometimes, if I can get the way Warren G did a regulator,
Oh yeah, of course.
I could sell that.
Of course.
You know, so anyway,
Yeah.
brother, since it's been a year since you've been here, what has Hazerd been working on? What have you been doing? Kind of fill us in.
Yeah, it's just, you know, obviously we're still rocking the 40 ounce Friday series. It's become I feel like it's become a beast of its own. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we're sitting at volume 211, and
That's
then we'll
dope.
drop 212 on Friday. So it's, you know, 4 years and some change now. And it's funny because when I started it, I remember my boy Urban from All Angles. He had damn, the next time I told myself the next time I was here, I was going to try to swing by. He has a copy of your guys' like vinyl. Okay. And he's been like, "Hey, bro, whenever you get a chance, if you ever go over there," you know, I was like, yeah, for sure. So, Urban, I got you. When I started with him, I remember jokingly like, "Yeah, you know, I'll do 100 of these." And he looked at me dead in the face. He's like, "I'm not doing 100 of these." You know what I mean?
Really?
And he's like, I don't got 100 of these in me, bro. He's like, "You're going to rap 100 times?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then We got to 100. He just looked at me like, you motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And then I think we did like 103, 104. And he tapped out. He's like, I can't do it. Has like my schedule. I'm sorry, but I want to let you know. And I was like, no, you're good. And we switched over. My boy Danny Zico from Room Z. He's been rocking with me for the second half of it. You know what I'm saying? And my boy Urban's still super supportive. I still bounce ideas off of him. What do you think about this? He's still, every week I put the flyer out on a Thursday. It's a tradition at this point. But I put the flyer out on Thursday, like volume, 212, right?
Yeah.
And he still makes it. You know what I mean? He still sits there and does a little graphic for me, shoots it to me. So it's like, that's like the 40 Ounce Fridays fam. You know what I'm saying? So we've been doing that. And then I've in the last year been hectic, kind of running around, kind of a brand ambassador for cookies. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I had met I don't know if you've met him, Lucky Luciano. He's from Santa Monica, Big Lux.
No, but I know that he's real good friends with my boy, my good friend Pablito.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, that's my boy right there. So
Yeah.
we have mutual friends. We just haven't met.
Good dude. He's got a great podcast himself called The Hard Luck Show. I should put you guys in touch. I feel like y'all can have a good ass conversation. I would love to hear that. I'd literally be a fly on the wall for that. You know what I'm saying? Soul Assassin's Crew, the whole nine. He helped build. He's a brand building dude. He's a marketing dude. They did Supermax Hardware in the 90s, and then they did with him, Cartoon, and Esteban did Joker brand.
Okay.
And then when Travis Barker from Blink 182 started Famous Stars and Straps, he tapped Lux for that. Okay. So Lux did all the branding for Famous Stars and Straps, and Lux is at Cookies now.
Okay.
So basically, like was it before that or after that? It was either right before or right after we did that in February. I really can't remember which one, but there was the whole WAC 100 would never sign a homie or whatever. That whole thing.
Yeah.
So I responded to it.
I remember. Yeah.
And it went kind of crazy. And so Lux heard it, and he hit me. He's like, "Hey, Hazerd, they call me Lux. I'm from Santa Monica. I got a podcast called The Hard Luck Show. I'd love to have you on. I like how you carried yourself, how you, what you had to say on record. So if you would like, I would love to have you on my podcast."
I think you were on the phone with him, weren't you?
And then, I did that too. That was never again. But yeah, I did that. Never again. Yeah, I'm never doing that. I literally, that night, I turned the call off and I deleted the app, and I haven't had it back. You know what I'm saying? I made like an account just to take that call.
Right.
And then I deleted the app. It was ridiculous. I'd never do it again. But
do they still have it?
I think so.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm cool. I deleted the app, and I was like, yeah, never again. It was just it started as one thing, and then by the time I had been talking for like an hour and 20 minutes, I'm tired. I'm sitting there. My phone's plugged in because it almost died on me. I'm tired, right?
Right.
An hour and 20 minutes in, all of a sudden, people start talking, interrupting, and then, we got WAC 100 in the clubhouse. And I'm like, I was tired at that point. You know what I'm saying? You can hear it in my voice. So like the clip that they clipped to YouTube is just that conversation. But you hear me, and it's like my voice is like hoarse, and I'm talking. I'm just like, you got it. It felt like a setup. You know what I'm saying? After an hour of me making solid points, then this fool comes in. And so whatever the case was, it was. I got to say, our conversation was actually pretty respectful. I made my points, and he understood certain things of what I was saying. I told him I didn't rock with certain things specifically. You know what I'm saying? All that. Whatever the case was. And he was actually, relatively speaking, super respectful. You know what I'm saying? From what I've heard things that he said.
Yeah, the way he addresses other people, yeah.
Basically, and it was just like, I'm going to talk to you like a grown man. So like, me, like the way I talk, you know what I'm saying? That's how I am. I don't try to put on the front for the camera, whatever, right? So I told him, like, this is what it is. This is why I feel this way. These are the things I didn't like, whatever. And he kind of, pushed back on certain things. I pushed back on certain things. We agreed to disagree about a lot, right? And then I left it alone. Like I said, I deleted the app after, but Lux had heard it, asked me on his podcast. I go on his podcast. We talked for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm going to cut this into a two-parter. This was great. Had a great time. And then before I left, he shot me a 2 Cookies t-shirts and a Cookies cap. He goes, this is a little brand I work for. And he shot it to me, and I'm like, oh, bro, I feel like a big dog. Like, you guys be getting these like famous rappers, these clothes. And he goes, that's how you feel? I was like, yeah. So after the show, he goes, hey, let me get your address, bro. I'm going to send you a proper package. So I was like, okay. So shot him my address. This fool sends me a giant box. And then I just took, bro, I grew up with nothing. Yeah. So I took the clothes and I started wearing them. And I got a verse every Friday that I drop. So I just started wearing the clothes when I'm dropping the verses, right? And the people at Cookies liked it, I guess. And they were like, who is this guy? How'd you do this? What, you know? He's like, I had him on my podcast, you know, he's a good rapper, right? They're like, yeah, he's dope. And then I was like, yo, come to this event, come to that event. You know what I'm saying?
She started working for you.
And I just, you know, yeah. So and thanks to I gotta give him a real shout out. You know what I'm saying? Lucky's a good dude. He's definitely, you know, taking me through a lot of doors. You know what I'm saying? And so I wish I could be like more specific. We just signed. Actually, you know what? I can't say this. I just signed an official endorsement deal with. Hold on 1 second. The brand is the. I can tell you what they do before let me make sure I have this right. So, it's ECL, Essential Coolers. So shouts out to Essential Coolers. Just add Essential Coolers on Instagram. And look for the official Hazerd 40-ounce Fridays Essential Coolers collab. So what they do is they got a really cool product. It's a refrigerator.
Okay.
But it's also a humidor. So you can control the relative humidity inside this little, it looks like a mini fridge.
Right.
But you can control the humidity and the temperature. So you could theoretically throw some beer cans in it or whatever, or you could throw some cigars in it, you know what I'm saying? And keep them cool.
Right.
Or you could throw like some flour or some extracts in it and preserve them. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, you know, I know we did it, you know, when we were young, you take packs, you throw them in the fridge thinking they'll last longer, you know?
Right.
Mess around and get them moldy if you leave them the wrong, you know what I mean? The wrong temperature or whatever the case is, right? Or too much condensation, whatever, right? So with this, you can control relative humidity and the temperature, and it's the only refrigerated unit that does that. So I actually have the official mock-up. I'll show it to you. It's gonna be like a 40-ounce Fridays full design. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I think it retails for somewhere around like $299, like $300. Like I said, it's not something that's not a Rolls Royce, but also if you could afford a PS5 or Xbox or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you want something really cool. You know, it's I'm really excited for it. I just got the final mock-ups today.
Oh,
dope. That's what it's gonna look like.
Oh yeah, that's fucking fat.
Right?
That's dope.
Right?
Yeah.
So they really rock with me. They're a real cool group of people. Shouts out my guy Mike, Jen, and Gil. That's the CEO, the VP, and the head of marketing over there.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? So we just did that. I'm looking forward to that. And it's really like on the music side of things, I gotta kind of like hurry up and be quiet, I guess. I'm working on a couple of things. I really want my fans to understand. They're always asking me for more music. They're always asking me for stuff. And it's like, we're trying to be as strategic as possible, play chess, not checkers. And at a certain point, you got to put stuff out, absolutely.
Yeah.
But this is why we're still running this series. You know what I'm saying? You want to hear new Hazerd, you get new Hazerd every single Friday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
we got some, what I would say is like, you got a bunch of comales on the stove and everything's starting to percolate. You know what I'm saying? You got to let some stuff preheat, some stuff simmer. You want some stuff at a boil, some stuff is frying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the way I would say it musically. But as far as like the beyond music stuff, you know, I'm getting a lot of love from different brands and whatnot. And we're doing some cool. My thing always is like, yeah, money's cool, but I'm like, fuck the check. How can we do something dope? How can we do something that makes sense? I don't want, like, you know, make sure you get your Hazerd bandanas. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Make
I
sure
see
you
what
get
you're
your
saying.
Hazerd cup holder. Like, I want to do something where people are like, that's dope. I believe in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then as far as merch goes, everybody been bugging me for merch and whatnot, and I appreciate you. You're not bugging, but a lot of people have hit me up for merch. We officially launched my brand website itself. It's called drankers.com.
Okay.
DRANKERS, drankers.com. We really tried to fold in what we've done with 40-ounce Fridays and do some designs that people could, if you're fans of what we do every Friday, you're going to be able to get that on the website.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, drankers.com.
You know, the last time that we talked, I called you and you were right in the middle of a set of doing your video. You were doing,
Big Dreams. You called me when I was shooting Big Dreams.
Okay, did that come out already?
That came out already, yeah.
Okay, how long ago was that, bro?
That was when we shot Big Dreams in February.
Fuck.
That was the last time, I think that was the last time we talked. February.
Yeah, you were right in the middle of it.
I was literally shooting the video, and then we were talking. I'm like, I slide to San Diego after this. You know, I was like running around doing a million things.
It's all good,
we
bro.
might actually shoot another one. Not even, yeah, it's like like 90% sure. We're probably gonna be shooting something this weekend. Check my social media. Follow me at I'm a Hazerd. Definitely follow me. This Sunday we're probably gonna shoot something for a song called Gassed Up. I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna do some cool stuff with the cars. These youngsters are going crazy in the streets, you know. And I obviously some of the negativity that we see on social media, I don't like that stuff.
Right.
But like for a lot of the youngsters, it's their outlet, right? And it's like, I would prefer them. Yes, there's some negativity at these, you know, some of these events and whatnot, but a lot of it's mostly positive. All you're gonna see is the negative highlights.
Yeah.
And I would rather these kids do fucking donuts or whatever the case is and be gangbanging on each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, again, you're gonna see the negative highlights on social media. But like I think the way they got these streets turned up right now is kind of dope, to be honest.
Yeah, that's
You know
dope.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
So somebody here in the live chat said he's babysitting that 40 ounce. So
I'm just trying to be responsible.
exactly.
Fuck.
Exactly.
You guys want me to chug it? Like
No, don't chug it. Take your time. Take your time, because I'm going to start. So, yeah. And Norbert needs to change the angle every once in a while because he's had that angle too long. So sometimes I got to check my guys right here too, bro. But it's all good. It's all good.
Ahí va. Fuck.
Yeah, it's going. But now let me ask you, as far as features are concerned, do you do any collabs with anybody?
Yeah. I usually like circle back and rock with the same people that I have.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I've done a couple joints with my boy West My Scheme. Then that was through Bozo. That was because shouts out to Bozo. I've done a few with my boy L2R.
Okay.
L2R. Have you had L2R?
No.
He's a real cool kid, man. You should. He's a real talented dude.
Okay.
We've done a few records together. Every time it's money, man. So we just actually shot a video. We were at a car show in Fontana.
Okay.
And then he performed at that joint up in the AV, up in AV. There was a show like last weekend, I think, or the weekend before. But yeah, so anyways, we shot a lot of the video over there at the car show. It's called Hustler, baby. Excuse me.
It's all good. It's all good.
So they said, look, don't babysit. I start chugging now, I'm burping. See?
It's all
there
good.
was a method to my madness. See? So anyways, we shot a bulk of it over in Fontana. It's out on all streaming platforms now. Hustler, baby, L2R, just like an L2R, featuring Hazerd on all streaming platforms. A song I'm really proud of. We love the record. You know what I'm saying? I've done a few with him. I'm picky. It has nothing to do with. I do care about your character as a person. That matters, absolutely.
Right.
But also the music's got to be dope, bro.
Of course.
And like I get a lot of stuff that I just say no to. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be honest. I'll be like, I don't think musically, like, it's what it needs to be yet. Come, like keep working on your craft. Come holler at me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I had one person I remember. He asked me what my price was. And I told him, but I told him.
Your price for a verse?
Yeah.
Okay.
He asked me what my price was for 16. I told him, but the music has to make sense.
Okay, I'm just not going to take a check.
I won't do it. So I was like, the music's got to make sense, bro. So he's like, okay, well, check this out. So he sent me some of his stuff. And I was like, oh, it was rough. And I was just like, look, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. Can you afford my 16? And he was like, yeah. Like, this is what I think you should do. You should like take that money and invest in yourself, right? So I think your beats could be a little better. Here's a list of producers that charge $50 to $100 a track. They don't charge a whole lot, and their sound is a lot more competitive. And I think you could spend the money, you know, on a couple of different things. You know what I'm saying? You know,
was he just really starting?
Yeah, he was just getting off the ground. But I don't know if maybe his parents are giving him some money or what. But I wasn't going to take it. I told him, like, nah, bro, like, really work on your. I told him, and if you do it and you come back and you show me that you really worked, I'll do you the verse for free. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care. I'll do the verse for free.
Yeah.
I would rather do a dope verse than take a check for something like, yo, what the hell did Hazerd just put out, dog?
Yeah, I've known rappers that have done that, but like, I don't give a fuck. I give them a recycled verse. And I was like, wow, you would do that?
For me, I'm putting my name. I'm still not where I want to be at.
Right.
So my worst fear is like some fucking exec from Def Jam,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, or Atlantic comes and listens and they're like, this is the guy you've been telling me about? The fuck's he was rapping on fucking ice cream truck music and he's, you know what I'm saying? What are we talking about? You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
sounds like they mixed it in the gas station bathroom.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just, like, you know, as far as quality goes.
Let me give you a scenario. Say, hypothetically, that I'm a rapper. Not me, but pretend I'm somebody else. And I also produce. And the beat is fucking banging. I said, hey, bro, I got 1,000 for a 16 for you. You hear the beat. And you say, fuck it, let's do it. So then I record you first. You fucking spit. And then all of a sudden, here I come out. Now, keep in mind, you already got my 1,000 in your pocket.
Sure.
You've never heard me rap.
Sure.
Press play, bro, and hit record. I come out my house, and what did I see? A punk police just staring at me.
Yeah.
I got an AK all day.
Yeah.
What would you say, bro?
I'd be like, all right, how much more we got? I'm writing this shit. I'm gonna write. I've done it before. I've written for other artists. So not recently, but I've written for artists. I'll just tell them, I'll be like, look, bro, you're not dumb. You hear this beat. The shit is amazing.
Right.
You paid me $1,000 for a verse. You think that's great, right? Do you really think that you're doing justice to the beat?
What if he said, yeah, everybody likes it. Everybody that I show likes it.
I would tell him, like, you need new friends, bro. Like, honest, I would tell him the truth. I'll be like, look, you already paid. Like, I'll write the 16. Just rap this, bro.
What if he said, no, bro, I already paid you. This is my verse, and that's it. Would you consider giving the money back?
Absolutely. If he was that stubborn,
yes,
because that's delusion at that point.
Yeah,
you
course.
can't argue with crazy.
Right.
You can't argue with crazy. Like, you know, but because I've been in kind of a semi-similar situation.
Okay.
And they kind of looked at me like, and I'm like, do you need help? Do you need help? Do you need help? Like, want to rearrange that a little bit? Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? And it has, you got to, it's about approach too, like tone matters. You know what I'm saying? Like if I sit there and be like, that shit's fucking trash, dog, even though that's probably what they need to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like
that shit's trash, dog.
If I tell them like, bro, that ain't it. I've done that before.
Right.
I don't think that's it, bro.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I think you're pushing too hard. I think you're trying to do too much. Fall back a little bit. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? You need, you know, like this. This is what I would do. Something like this. And then a lot of times, I mean, people ain't dumb. If you give them like a roadmap even.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I was in a session one time where a guy wrote his fucking lyrics, and they were horrible. He rapped up for me and everything. They were terrible. So he left them on the table. The rapper that he was doing the collab with walks in. And the guy who wrote this went and go take a piss or a shit or whatever. So homeboy comes in, he reads his lyrics, and he goes, was he serious? Oh, this is trash. He's probably fucking around. So he threw it in the trash.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Homeboy comes out of the restroom. He goes, hey, what's my paper? And I said, check the trash can. He took them out and goes, oh, yeah. Somebody threw them in the trash can. Yeah, this is my verse. And the dude goes, that's your verse? And he was like, yeah. And he said, nah, bro, I'm going to have to return back your money, homie, because I'm not going to be doing that. The beat was dope. He did a dope-ass beat. And I had already told him, stick to producing, bro. Don't try to wear all the hats.
Yeah.
You know, and then he was also the engineer and the DJ.
He's doing a lot, yeah.
Yeah, but he was trying to rap, and he was horrible.
Yeah.
You know, and I told him the truth because I knew the guy. I said, bro, this shit is horrible. Stop. Like, well, I don't know who told you that because everybody's telling me that shit is hard.
You need new friends. In my humble opinion, at that point, you need new friends, right? Like, I feel like there would be a lot less bullshit out, right? Like, come on, Tony, like for real, dog. Like, you know, if this is the beat, right? And there's only so many pockets that you can hit, right? And if you're over here, like you said, you know, I went to the street and what did I see? Like, what are we doing, dog? Like, you know what I'm saying? At a certain point,
how many rappers are out there like that?
Come on, dog, you know. I mean, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You need new friends, you know, like it's certain, you know, at a certain point, you know, and it's funny because when I'm like, you gotta be delusional because I think I'm decent in what I do. I have faith in my craft. I think I'm good at what I do. But there's times where I'm like, hey, bro, what you think? I'm asking my engineer, I'm asking this dude this off camera right now, hey, bro, what you think? And like, they think that I'm looking for kind of like validate. Yes, fool, you're a good rapper. No, I understand that. Trust me, I got the self-confidence down.
Yes.
But what do you think though? Like, could I like approach it a different? Like, what do you think I could be? Oh, nah, bro, you're cool. No, I like how it sounds. Okay, cause see, what I was thinking was this, and this. But what do you know? And I'll tell them. I'll try to like drag it out of them. They're like, fool, do you want a fucking another compliment? It's good. You know what I'm saying? But I care about it that much. Hey, am I doing it justice, bro? Fuck yeah, you killed that. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't tell me what you think I want to hear. Like, I would rather you tell me like
you're not asking stroke me.
Yeah, hell no, I'm cool, dog. I'm literally like, hey, bro, what do you think about that?
No, I've been in studio where good producers, what you think, and I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna jack you off, bro.
Yeah.
That shit's banging, but you asked me like 5 times already tonight.
Usually, what it is, what I found when people ask that. Yeah, some people could they want that fucking ego stroke. But usually what it is, what I found is if people are taking a risk, an artistic risk.
Right.
Maybe they went with a different BPM than they normally would.
Right.
Or they're not sample heavy and they sampled. Or they're sample heavy and they went all original. They bought a sound pack or whatever the case was and they went crazy with it. Or instead of, looping a sample, they had somebody come in and play live. And now they're chopping down these live sounds. And it's something either new that they're doing or out of their comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking, we were talking about, MPCs or SP12, whatever the case is, a 404, a rolling, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Instead of that, maybe they made the switch. And maybe they're on Ableton or maybe they're on Reason or whatever. And they're like, fuck, what's this sound like? I hate this. It doesn't sound good. But they're making bangers because talent is talent.
Right.
Oh, you know what I mean? You can give a producer a fucking little Casio toy keyboard. If they're dope, they're gonna make something hard off of that little keyboard.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't matter. It never matters. Yeah, you're gonna have limitations, but very rarely does an instrument actually matter.
Right.
I can give a fucking flea market guitar to Bob Dylan. He gonna make that motherfucker sing.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So usually that's what I found when people are asking, and I know when it's me, when I'm asking, because I like like you were talking about melody, harmony, whatever.
Right.
I like a lot of that shit. Now I can't sing to save my life. But with the joys of auto-tune and me really trying hard,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I can make some shit sound okay. But when I do that, I'm like, hey, does it sound all right though? Like, does it sound okay? Or is it cool? No, it's great. It's great. Don't trip. And I'm just looking at my engineer like, no, but Danny, like for real. And he's like, it's fine. I got you. Don't trip.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Back to when you said right now, you need new friends, because it's true. There's a lot of guys out there. And look, Hazerd, I'm going to say it this way. I always tell people that if you're going to dream big, okay? Dream big. If you're in the rap game and you're dreaming big, you know what I like to say? At least have some talent to back up that dream.
Sure.
Okay. Because there's a lot of guys out there that just want to do it because my brother told me I should start rapping.
Sure.
I met a lot of guys like that, bro.
They were the cool kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. For an example, there was a guy that came here and he introduced me to his girlfriend. He goes, yeah, I'm trying to get my girlfriend to start rapping.
Why?
Well, that's what I said. I said, what, does she want it? And he was like, no, it doesn't matter. She's going to rap. She brought her brother. He goes to the restroom and I asked her, do you want to rap? She goes, no. Well, why do you think he wants you to rap? Well, because he saw I have the look. She had a little cholita look.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, he tells me the same thing. And I think to myself, is that what this has become? You should start rapping.
I think it's always been a little bit of that.
Really?
Well, I mean, even from your generation, like there are rappers who were clearly like,
yeah, there's whack rap.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not even whack, but they just weren't but they had songwriters around them and they packaged the image and, you know what I'm saying? And Vanilla Ice sold 15 million records. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it's been happening since the beginning of time. Like, well, what if we take this guy, put him in these clothes, we'll just have this guy write his raps for him. We'll give him the best producer that we know.
But at least Vanilla Ice did it right.
Oh yeah, no, he came out the gate hard, but again, he had a machine backing him.
Yeah,
He had a huge machine.
Somebody taught him the Roger Rabbit, and he did it right.
I was thinking more the Go Ninja.
Yes.
But I think it's been happening forever, right? I just think now it's probably more common.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like more, like way more. And then with social media, everybody got a phone. Anybody with a phone could be a rapper. Like you can literally. I got an iPhone, right? And so GarageBand now comes on the phone.
Yeah.
I remember I was so pissed off about that. I'm like, no wonder these idiots are making songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, the GarageBand should not be free on my iPhone. And I've used it a couple times when I had to like demo some shit.
Right.
I was trying to get it out without forgetting. So I just like recorded in the GarageBand real quick. I've done it a couple times. But I'd rather use voice notes. Really, I mean, the session was like way more complicated. So, but still, I've used it a couple. But I'm like, no wonder. And fools be talking about like, yeah, my first song I ever recorded was on my phone, and I'm just like. And on one hand, it's cool because if you really love it and you really want to do it, the barrier entry is low. But on the other hand, if you got a boyfriend that's trying to encourage you to rap because he likes your eyeliner, it's really easy to fucking record you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's kind of the whole, I think Paul Rosenberg said it, Eminem's manager, right? He said like, just because you can make the record doesn't mean you should put it out.
Right. Okay.
He said that shit in 06, 07.
Yes. No, very, very true.
I can remember that word because I had that magazine in jail. And he said, just because you can make the record doesn't mean you should put it out.
That should be on a shirt, bro. That should be on a shirt. Now, let me ask you this. You've been to a lot of events or a lot of shows, correct? Sure. Okay. Let me ask you this. Have you ever heard or seen anybody get booed on stage? I want you to really think about that one. At battles for sure. Okay. At battles, usually it's like competitive situations. Yeah. The first time I think I ever remember hearing somebody genuinely just get booed, I was like 16. We did like this talent show thing, and they took anybody. It was rappers, singers, dancers, comedians. And some lady goes up there to do like a 5-minute stand-up thing. And she went up there to do her 5-minute stand-up thing. And she told one joke. And immediately they were just like, boo, you suck. And I was just like, tough crowd. Fuck. And I hadn't gone yet. And I was like, oh, this is going to be bad. Like, they're going to, I don't know. You know what I mean? Right. I was a chubby little Mexican kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is all bad. This is about to get fucking real bad, Right. I'm like, oh shit, I shouldn't have worn this outfit. I'm like questioning everything, Right. And then and they were booing her like tough. We went up, there was no problem. Like they wanted to hear music. You know what I mean? Right. So I think when I've ever seen it, it's usually that. It's like somebody's trying to fucking pull a rabbit out of a hat and they thought they were gonna hear bars. You know what I'm saying? I've heard in Vegas, I remember one time there was a pretty big artist and he got on stage drunk and people, it wasn't even booing, it was like disinterest. It was packed at first and then people literally started like nudging to like try to get to the bar. Oh, okay. And I was like, oh, this is fucking embarrassing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I did a show, I want to say it was 1991 in Pomona. And we had just had a single out. We didn't have our album out yet, but we were already doing shows. Yeah. And there was a guy there. This guy literally looked like a Chicano Dracula. Like he could have been called Vampy. Like he had the widow's peak, had his hair slicked back. He had the hairnet, and he had a trench coat, and he was probably like 5'2". Okay. A trench coat that went down to his ankles. Okay. And I asked him his name, and he told me his name. I won't say his name. Okay. But would I know his name? No. Okay. So he said he went up there and he goes, hey, I want you to watch me, bro. He goes, I really like your song. I really want you to watch me. And I said, well, let me hear you rap. And he was one of those ABC rappers, sure. And I was like, fuck, okay. So I went to see him rap. He opened up for everybody. But we had at least about 500 people out there. There was the big ass fucking hall with a big ass fucking stage, nice sound system. Sure. He said, this is my first show. Yeah. I said, all right. He went out there, bro. And within maybe his first 16, boo, 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 boo. Bro, he didn't even get a chance to finish his fucking song. The entire audience, boo, boo. It got so fucking loud that you couldn't even hear his music. Boo, boo. Man. He goes, fuck y'all. He drops the mic. He walks off stage. I walk off stage with him. He turns around and he's fucking got tears. He goes, how did I do? I didn't know what the fuck to tell him, bro. I don't know if I should give him a hug, right? Or lo persino, I didn't know, I didn't know what to do, bro. I was like, man, you know what? Just keep working, bro. Keep working. I was always up against it, right? Like I said, little chubby Mexican kid.
I'm coming from the end of the empire. So fools like, and I'm proud of where I'm from. Like, to me, it's just, that's where I'm from.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I'm getting on, fools are like, literally, very disrespectfully, like, what the fuck is an IE? Like, where's Ontario? Like, road. And like, really trying to play me out. And then I would start rapping. And from the jump, I never sucked. I'll be honest. I was always good at rapping, right?
Right.
It was just, I leveled up. I worked on my craft, right? I was always cool. But I always remember, and I think that's probably what made me want to be good at it.
Yeah.
Like, I was always kind of coming from under the gun with it, you know what I'm saying? And I always had people ready to boo. Like, if this fool says one fuck, let him slip a bar, let him be halfway off beat. Let this motherfucker suck a little bit. Let him be average. We're booing him. Like, you know, like this. Like tense, you know?
Right.
And I'm just rapping for my fucking life, it felt like. You know what I'm saying? And people were like, oh, okay. Like, oh, all right. You know what I mean? Okay, you know?
Yeah.
And so I definitely always felt the energy of a lot of like, a ver qué. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like my boy could tell you, like, I remember one show he was telling me, we were at this little bar in Beverly Hills. And it's funny because it was like a fucking tiny hole in the wall. It was in Beverly Hills proper, but it was like they were throwing the most bullshit underground shows ever. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
And, yeah. And we were in there, and I remember that night. It was a great night. It was a really good night. We really rocked a cool show. It was a small place, 50, 100 people tops, but it was packed. And there was a dude in the back, and so my boy, he has a habit of like, he'll be by the stage, and then I'll turn the next song. This fool's all the way in the back, and then I'll turn the next song. He was stage left, now he's stage right. You know, I'm like, where the fuck? And his thing always is like sound. I always want to hear the sound, bro. I want to make sure the sound's good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was doing his usual rotation. He's all the way in the back, and he said there was a point in my set where I was performing. I had this one song called That City.
Okay.
And it was like a Southern California anthem, I guess.
Okay.
And I remember there was a bar where I said something to the effect of big ups to Snoop, big ups to Pac, Cube, Snoop, and Dre, who got me throwing up a finger. I'm feeling the same way, right? It was kind of like I said, it was like my homage to my tribute to Cali, to being from Southern California, to, you know, that West Coast shit, right?
Yeah.
And so I remember when I had that bar, and he said that when I spit that, right, big ups to Pac, Q, Snoop, and Dre, who got me throwing up a finger, I'm feeling the same way, right? And then the hook would come in. He said that, like, there was some dudes sitting next to him, and when I said that, they were like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, like, this fool's all right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was like, they were literally just waiting, like, let him say one fucking whack thing, like, let him say one stupid thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was like, and this was me like 7-8 years ago. I'm out of prison. I'm really, you know, as close to the rapper I am today as I could possibly be, right?
Yeah.
And it was funny because it was even then, it was that energy. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I'm not sure about this guy. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I've always felt like the Boo Birds were always, you know, one wrong bar away, you know, and that's what drove me. That's what pushed me.
Okay.
Like, I'm never allowed to take a bar. Like, even to this day, like, I'm not allowed to, like, take a bar off, take a verse off. Like, I gave him a recycled verse or never.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have volume 211. I ain't recycled the verse yet.
Do you get haters to come on your page? That's your swag. That's just booty.
Nah. So, like, right before I did the thing with MC Wicks, we had started a TikTok account, and I had really started, like, kind of like gaining me some traction.
Yes.
So, like, we had a video do, like, you know, 14 million over there.
Dope.
Then the Whack 100 thing did like 1.5 million over there. You know what I'm saying? So we had some videos with some traction.
Yes.
Then we got a few 100,000 followers over there. Sometimes you get trolls over there, but it's quite literally like 99.9%
all love.
And then there's just one, nah, I don't fuck with that. And I'm like, bro, the problem is you. Like, I don't even pay attention to it. You know what I'm saying? But you'll see it. You'll see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'll see it because, like, you know, it's funny. It's funny, right? Like, the way it works, like the human psyche.
Yeah.
You get 100 positive comments, you'll notice the negative one.
It's
and
very, very
I
true,
won't
bro.
front. I won't front. I see them.
Right.
I just do my best to just like keep them pushing. But it's weird the way that shit. I literally get my favorite rapper. Oh my god, this dude's so amazing. Blah blah. And I
Right.
get one fool like not
Yeah,
even making sense. You know what I'm saying? Not even making sense. Like this shit whack. Okay.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll get that. But like on IG, my community is smaller, but it's definitely stronger. I feel like with TikTok, people just go on their phone, they open TikTok and they start scrolling.
Yeah.
And then they see something they like, they double tap it. If they see another thing from that person, they might go to their page, follow them real quick. They might drop a comment, but then they just keep scrolling. It's
Right.
the with TikTok, it's easier to go viral, but it's like with the ease of the way content is consumed, it's like easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So my community on IG is a lot smaller, but they rock with me heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I do something like with respects to my product, my music, what I do something that is so like, if you don't like it, you ain't gonna be here. Like you're not gonna follow me to hate watch me, or you're not, cause I'm not, you know, showing my ass on IG Live. I'm not being a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. So it's like, if you're following me, it's because you know, like, this fool's got a quality verse that drops every Friday. I
Right.
rock with it.
Right.
That's why I follow him. You know that. I
course.
don't post a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If I post something, it's because it's really the way I feel. I'm not, like, looking for attention, you know what I mean, on social media. And I get that we're in the business of self-promotion. I understand that there's a game to it. I'm not dumb. But, like, in terms of me jumping way out the window and doing just something fucking weird, I'm never going to do that. So, like, because of the way I treat my page, because of the way I post and the way I don't post, I don't have a lot of trolls. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't do a lot of the, I guess you could say, fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't do a lot of the mamadas where they're gonna be like, I don't like that fool, but I'm gonna follow him because every once in a while, you know what I mean, this fool will come out with some bullshit and I want to laugh at him, not with him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you ever get anybody that like, hey, homie, you want to battle? You want to do a friendly battle? You want to do go heads up?
I had one person tell me something to the effect of, respectfully, I'll give you the smoke. And I had to control myself. I was like, the fuck you mean you give me the smoke? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What the fuck you mean? I mean, like, I was hot. I ain't gonna lie. Cause like I was like, you could have chose a whole bunch of better words. You know what I'm saying? And then I went and I like listened to like two of his bars and I was like, the fuck you will. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, at that point I'm being a bully, I'm picking on somebody.
Right.
So I left that alone. I had another person that claimed that he was the what did he say? I don't know if he used I think he used the word king. I'm the king of the IE. And any rapper that's in the IE at best can be second best to me or something like that.
No shit.
I didn't even see that. I got tagged in it.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Hazerd is the dopest in the IE. I'm a Hazerd, and I think we got a lot of dope artists out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that hold it down. I got a lot of respect for a lot of dudes that are out of my area doing their thing. None of them are saying no weird shit like this, right? So I kept getting tagged, and I was just like, all right, let me dust off you know what I'm saying? I went in, I grabbed, I think it was the Lean Back instrumental.
Okay.
And I think my first two bars said it all. Like, I don't give a fuck about a title if you made it up yourself. Bitch, you ain't the king of shit, and I'm a hazard to your health. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got worse. You know what I'm saying? But, like, that's really it. Like, for the most part, my thing with the whole going back and forth with bars, one, most fools can't hang. Two, if they can semi-hang, I already know where it's gonna go. They're gonna like take it personal. I don't take none of this shit really personally.
Yeah, you can.
I understand it's just bars. I understand it's like flexing skills, but a lot of fools are sensitive.
Very true.
And I know what I can do with my pen, so I'm like, let me not, because I'm gonna hurt somebody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? And so I just like, I leave it alone. Like, I come in peace, I leave in peace. It's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And nobody really does, to be honest with you. I don't get a lot of it. Because I think motherfuckers know. Like, they're like, leave that motherfucker alone.
Right.
Let him keep doing it. Just leave him alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And also, like, I got a lot of respect for a lot of these dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love what the next generation. I say next generation. I'm not where I want to be at, but I'm a little older than some of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I love what a lot of these fools are doing. I think it's dope. I think they're figuring out with very limited resources and nobody ever trying to lend a helping hand.
Yeah.
They're figuring out where to push the game to next.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I love that.
You know, okay, now let me ask you this. I don't know if I asked you this last time, but I'm going to ask you this now just so that, and eventually we'll get into it, taking calls. We'll take calls in about 5 minutes.
Cool.
Really quick, as far as rappers that are alive,
Yeah.
name me possibly 3 rappers, or maybe even maybe it's not a rapper, but a group that you would love to collab with if you had a wish list of 3.
Just rappers.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Or okay. The one that I said last time, and I got to make sure I say this, is Carlos Santana. I would love to work with Santana.
Okay.
The gentleman is like not a spring chicken anymore, right?
Right.
Still amazing at what he does. Huge amount of respect for that man. I would love to work with Carlos Santana. Like I would, that right there for me at this point is my all time. Just because like I understand how short life is and like how great that man is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would be that's my number one right now.
Okay.
You know? Rapper wise though, it's like I feel like it changes every week, right? But like I was hurt when DMX passed because I was like, damn, that was my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
DMX was one. So alive, I'll say like I'd have to say Marshall, you know, Eminem, the white boy. You got, I mean, fuck, man, like come on, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
The dude's amazing, right? I would say M. I would say, I'm trying to think, alive. From the new school, definitely Kendrick.
Okay, Kendrick.
Definitely Kendrick, or maybe like. And then it's crazy. I just love this music shit so much. I could give you like 3 from the 90s, 3 from the early 2000s, 3 from today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so I don't even, you know, I can't call it. It'd be somebody like, if it's somebody I came up on, it'd be like an Exhibit or Ludacris.
Okay.
If it's somebody today, I would have to say like Cole or even Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like the man makes great music. You can't deny it. You know what I'm saying? So there's a bunch of them right there. Yeah.
3 artists that are deceased, that whether they're rappers or musicians.
Yeah, sure. It has to be. I mean, we've lost so many now. It's fucking sad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to always say it was Pac.
Yes.
It was Pac. It was Biggie and it was Pun.
Okay.
Right? I always said Pac, Biggie, and because we would talk about that. You
Yeah.
know, Pac, Biggie, and Pun. But now, like, I would have to throw in like damn man, God bless the dead Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I was my answer to that always was like Pac, Biggie, and Pun. It was always, you know what I mean? But like, it's so sad we've lost so many fucking rappers these last few years. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
That is, unfortunately, you know, there's so many more now you could add to that list. Yeah. But I'll say Pac, Biggie, and Pun. Okay.
Anything you want to promote before we start taking calls? Like for an example, what can the fans expect from Hazerd 2023 right now going forward?
More music. We like I said, it's weird. We gotta like let some of this shit simmer. You know what I'm saying? If I could just dump all my music on you tomorrow, you guys would get, 20, 30 songs, whatever it is, and organized into different projects too.
Right.
But Gassed Up, I'm guessing that's the next single. Shouts to my boy Ace18. We shooting that video this Sunday. Let's do this, baby. Yeah. Gassed Up is the next single. More 40 ounces, man. Like I'm not stopping with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And just shouts
what about
out
shows? Anything?
Shows. Yes, my stupid ass. May 5th, this Friday. Catch me in Anaheim, California. I'm not too far down the street from you for this one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you would like to be my guest of honor, you know what I'm saying? If you want to come out, Tony, you know what I'm saying? I got you a ticket. I got you a couple tickets if you want. May 5th in Anaheim, Quality Control 2. Shouts out my boy Concept and Hyperbolic Records. That's his thing he's pushing right now. And yeah, man, catch me in Anaheim, Quality Control 2. This Cinco de Mayo. You can catch me at Cookies Melrose first, and then we're gonna slide over to Anaheim, Quality Control 2. I've been posting it. You guys can hit my DM if you wanna if you want to grab a couple of tickets or whatever the case is. I'm going to do some giveaways tomorrow night on my live. I started doing a weekly live called Thirsty Thursdays.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? And it's literally just me just bullshitting. I pour a cup and I just sit there and I just talk with my people on my live. You know what I'm saying? If it turns into a podcast, it turns into a podcast. But like right now, I just kind of wanted to connect with the fans. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
So Thirsty Thursdays, 40 ounce Fridays, and Cinco de Mayo in Anaheim, Quality Control 2.
All good. All good. Norbert, go ahead and put the number up. Let's start taking some calls. So we can put these on whenever you're ready, bro.
Let's do it.
So let's see. All right. So once again, I like to say, if you got the balls, make the calls. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and put the number up. Let me know when it's up. And it's up. And it's up. And it's up. And it's stuck.
Hey.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. This fucking plug right here. Fucking pissing me off. Hold on. Let me unplug my shit. Know what I mean? Okay. All right, you guys. The number's up. The number's up. The number is up. So once again, anybody got any calls, anything you want to ask Hazerd, anything pertaining to music, go ahead and call in. Right now is the time for Soul Radio. Whoa, whoa. And this is Tony A. the Wizard on Calls with the Wizard. Fucking thing is pissing me off. Oh shit, no wonder I had it hooked up. Okay. Let me say, all right. All right, caller. Call back. I don't know why you hung up, but call back, caller. Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Denise from Orange County.
How you doing, Denise from Orange County?
Hi, Tony. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm about to start sipping a little bit on this Corona. So, and then my friend is over here sipping on the Mickeys.
Let's do it, baby.
I see that. I've been watching you guys.
Thank you. You have a
Shout
question,
out to
comment?
you and shout out to Hazerd.
Thank you.
Thank you,
I
Denise.
do. I have a question for Hazerd. I need to put something to rest here.
Okay.
So I started following him on IG about 6-7 months ago. And I look forward to his Fridays, the Fridays, his rap shows. And okay, so on Instagram, my name is I'm a Brat.
Okay.
And I know he changed his name not too long ago. Was I an inspiration, or did he just make it up?
Okay, so no, so okay, so my handle is and has been at I'm a Hazerd. But my artist name is Hazerd. So what happened was, when I first started my Instagram, I don't even know, 8 years ago or whatever, Hazerd was taken. Mm-hmm. And then some of the other, what it was some of the other platforms, I guess there's a Hazerd that plays video games. So Hazerd TV was taken, Hazerd whatever the hell was taken. Oh, so okay. Watch Hazerd was taken, different shit. So I was just I'm a Hazerd. And that was how I came up with it, because I wanted my idea. I always try to think long term. So my idea was I'm a Hazerd, and then meaning one of many, and my fans could be one with me. Yeah. That was always my idea behind my handle. So my handle has been I'm a Hazerd, but my artist name is Hazerd. So maybe that's where you got confused at. But yeah, I be seeing you be commenting on my stuff. Yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support.
No, yeah.
Shouts out to Denise in Orange County. Thank you.
I love to hear you every Friday.
Yeah, thank you, Denise. I appreciate you. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right on. Okay. Good night, guys.
Have a blessed night. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Okay, let's keep it pushing, you guys. Let me see. We just had some hang-ups, but I appreciate the call. So once again, callers, for those of you, because we had about 6 missed calls, so right now is the time if you want to call in and ask Hazerd anything pertaining to music. He is here. He is here. He is here. So let's see. Okay, see, now I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah.
People always tell me, oh, here we go. Let's see. They hung up. I don't know. They always tell me, I'm trying to call in. Bro, the time is right now. I never get in, Tony. Bro.
Now would be the time.
Now would be the time.
To all of you that never get in, now would be the time.
So
I'm watching the man literally try to pick up calls right now on his
exactly.
phone.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it just hangs up on him or what. But, yo.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. See, now here's another one. Hello, caller. Okay, incoming call. Okay, I don't know what the fuck is going on now, but now all of a sudden, okay. Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, incoming call. Cool, got it. Hello, caller. Okay, I don't know what the fuck. It's weird. Okay, answer. Okay, caller, your name. Where are you calling from? Caller. Caller. Okay, you know what? I'm going to try to disconnect Norbert, and then I'm going to do it again, okay? Okay, here we go. Because
technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Stay on, stay calling.
Okay, am I on? Okay, cool. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, Tony. This is George Gonzalez out of Ontario, California.
What's up, my brother from Ontario? How you doing?
Good, man. Just checking out your guys' show. Long time watcher. Just wanted to say what's up, Hazerd, and I appreciate that video you put out a while ago. I'm sorry if I sound like this, guys. I'm going to bed in a minute.
Nah, no worries, homeboy. Go ahead.
Hazerd put out a music video, and there was a scene that I really appreciate is him and his daughter sitting at the table, and he's rapping, giving her game and stuff. And hey, much love, Hazerd, from a father to father, man.
Hey, homeboy, I really appreciate. You said you're calling from Ontario, right?
That's right.
Much love, hometown. I appreciate you. That scene was. That verse almost didn't make the song. The scene almost didn't happen. Just I'm very private with my daughter, I just feel like in this day and age, some things should be kept off of camera, off of social media. And so I'm real picky about certain. You know what I'm saying? I'm just picky about certain things, big dog.
I feel you, but man, I respect the hell out of that scene, man. That was cool.
Man,
from father to father, man, that was a cool ass scene.
Thank you, big dog, and it meant a lot to me to do it. It was I'm getting choked up, man. That's crazy. It meant a lot to me to do it,
hey,
and
that's the feeling that I got when I saw that, man.
Nah, man, it meant a lot to me to do it. I got like I said, not everything's for the cameras, and I got custody of my daughter, and I got a beautiful wife that helps me raise her and whatnot. And shout out to both of them. And shit ain't easy, bro. It's not. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, I made a promise to myself, to my family, to my daughter when I came home that I was gonna do right by her. Right. So that verse is literally that. You know what I'm saying? It's the evolution of me growing up as a man, as a father, and just. I'm not perfect. I always feel like I could be a hell of a lot better. You know what I'm saying? That being said, that was me talking to my baby like the way that I know how. You know what I'm saying? And it was just I appreciate you, dog, man. For real, dog. Thank you. I really appreciate you for that.
Hey, that's an inspiration too, man. I know it's something that's better kept private, but that's an inspiration, man.
Dope,
Thank you. I appreciate you, hometown, for real. All's up, man. You know the rest.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right, Carl, man. Have a good one. Okay, let's keep it pushing, you guys. All right. I know we've had little technical difficulties. Everything's right back on track, so let's keep it pushing. We got a couple of more. We missed a couple of more phone calls, but right now's the time. Just keep dialing, and you will get through. I promise. And you can ask Hazerd whatever you guys want. And here we go. Let's see. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
This is Jerome Wilkins from Jackson, Mississippi. How you guys all doing, boys?
What's good, bro? How you doing? You got a question for Hazerd?
Yeah, I don't know what you guys gonna do. Cinco de Mayo coming up this way from that Saturday.
Cinco de Mayo Friday, I'm gonna be in Anaheim. Big dog, pull up on me, man. We doing Quality Control 2 with my boy Concept 714 in Anaheim, California. You can see the flyer on my page on Instagram. Quality Control 2, Cinco de Mayo.
I'm Jackson, Mississippi. I'm get all there. I hope you don't drink no Bud Light. No Bud Light bad, right? I'm gonna get some Mexican beer out there.
I usually drink the Mickey's, big dog, but I feel you. Yeah, I don't know when's the last time I had a Bud Light,
Yeah, you don't drink that queer stuff around here. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
All good, my brother.
Right, you gotta be right, man. I mean, you don't need to walk. You all right, man? Right, you're there, right, man?
All good.
All right, man.
I don't even know if that was even a real voice. So here we go.
I believe the gentleman said his name was Jerome.
Caller, your
shout
name
out
and
Jerome.
where you calling from? Caller.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, how you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes, your name and where you calling from?
How are you doing? It's me, D from Texas.
Oh,
It's
Odessa,
Cisco.
Texas. How's Cisco doing?
Yeah, how y'all doing?
Good.
He's
We're,
good. He's right here.
much love
I
to
just
Cisco
called
and
to see
D.
how y'all were doing.
Yes.
Thank
We're doing
you.
good. We're just sipping a little. I'm
Well-
glad you guys are watching.
Yeah, we just wanted to say hi to
Mhm.
you and Hazard, and we love what y'all are doing, and we hope y'all have a good night.
You too, D.
Hey, what's up, Tony?
What's up, carnal? This guy right here, Cisco, and his wife are honestly hold on, carnal, hold on, are very, very dear to me. They flew out here for his birthday. He wanted to be on Roadium Radio, bro,
That's pretty cool.
and they flew in from Odessa, bro.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. So much
You
love.
said Cisco and D?
Cisco and D. Yeah, it's his wife.
Hey, Cisco and D is Hazerd to the fucking mic. Super shout out to y'all and everybody in Odessa, Texas. We appreciate the love and support. For real, for real.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up, Hazard? Hey, man, I like what you're doing, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. You're a good dude. And you're sitting across a good dude, man. He's a good vato, man. Tony A, man. He's a stand-up guy, man.
He been
Yeah.
A1. He been
We
A1
love
since day
Tony.
one with me. Yep. Thank you. I appreciate that, Cisco.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you
he's
very
in-
much.
Yeah, Tony, you an inspiration to me, bro. Like I told you, Tony, I've been working on my studio here in West Texas. We don't got nobody representing Raza over here, bro, and I'm doing my best to shine light on our people out here and do it right, man. Do
Absolutely,
the
bro.
good music.
Hey, Cisco, can I ask you a question
stuff,
real quick?
man.
Cisco,
Yes, sir.
sorry to cut you off. Okay, so check this out. How far is I'm ignorant as to geography in Texas. I'm always confused. Y'all got a huge state. So how far is Odessa from El Paso?
El Paso,
5 hours.
5 hours.
Oh, okay. I'm working on booking a show in El Paso right now. That's why I was asking, because you know what I'm saying, trying to see if I could, double dip. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
Shit, 5 hours.
5 hours.
Yes, I'm in California. To get to Vegas is like 3-4 hours. That's crazy.
Yes, bro. Everything in Texas is big.
Imagine if you drove 5 hours, you're still in the same state.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got to drive 3.5 hours to Sin City. I'm in a whole different state. It's a whole different world out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Anyway, Cisco, much love, bro. Gracias for calling in, you guys.
Hey, no problem, bro. Hey, man, y'all keep it up, bro. Puro Raza, bro. And it's good watching your show, Tony A. Roadium Radio, #1, bro.
Thank you, my bro.
We love y'all.
Thank you.
Hey, salud.
Bye, Tony.
Bye-bye. Have a
Bye,
blessed
Hazard.
night.
All right, later on.
Yeah, man. You know what? Much love and respect to them, bro. Like, they've been supporting me literally since day one, bro.
That's dope.
And they watch my shows and
Those type of supporters hit different, huh?
yes, bro. It is, and for his birthday, his wife flew him out here.
That's his idea of a birthday present. That's
Yes.
dope. See that? And that lets you know when it doesn't matter how big your platform is. Obviously, you've worked your ass off and you've really grown it.
Yes.
But
Caller, hold on. Go ahead, bro.
don't matter how big your platform is, it's more about the impact.
Yes. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Dan, San Jose.
What's going on, Dan from San Jose?
I was just listening to earlier, which you guys were talking about rappers, different rappers.
Yes.
do you guys think one of the reason is to get ahead in the game?
I think that's definitely a lobsters in the bucket mentality for sure, right?
Can it be not being a rapper? So I'm gonna ask this.
Yeah.
Can it be a tactic? Like, let's just say I'm an okay spitter,
Yeah.
but like right now you're shining, so let me go ahead and diss
Let me see what happens, yeah.
Because if we go back and forth, that kind of boosts up my stock. Do you think that's a tactic?
They don't want it with me. Anybody that's ever been battling with me don't rap no more. Like you don't want to do that with
Okay.
me.
I know, but I can always lie to myself and say that I hung with you.
PSA.
You know.
But no, in all seriousness, 1,000%. No, 1,000%. Yes, that is absolutely a tactic for some people. They think, they stir the pot a little bit and I don't care what you say about me as long as you spell my name right. Right.
Did you ever do that? Did you ever get a rapper like bigger in the game than you to get ahead like that?
I can't say I ever. I mean, I was a battle rapper, right? So there was a point where I was battling fools, but I would show up and it was like freestyle battles and shit like that.
But it was one-on-one battle.
It was one-on-one battling. I'm showing up and I'm talking about you to your face. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I heard your mom got a short arm. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, right? So, you know what I mean, though? But, like, in terms of ever trying to knock another rapper that was in a better position than me, nah. I've always erred on the side of caution. Even if I thought somebody was corny or if I didn't think their raps were good, that shit don't really... Because the way I've always looked at it is... I think the word now is thirsty, right? Like it looks thirsty. You look desperate. You know what I'm saying?
Cloud chasing, maybe?
The new one is cloud chasing, right? So to me, I'm like, nah, dog, like let them live. Like what am I going to accomplish?
Hey, but didn't 50 Cent get ahead by Ja Rule?
1,000. But hold on though. With 50 and Ja, their beef was personal, right? Like they knew each other in the street, and 50 was like, you're not that guy. You know what I'm saying? And I know this, and they had personal, like people died over that, right? Like, and it's documented, like it is what it is. People got hurt, you know what I'm saying? People got stabbed, people got shot, people almost died. People had real like bullet wounds and war stories behind that beef. So, you could say 50 did how to... Now, if you say 50 did how to rob, I would be like, valid point, right? He did the song How to Rob, where he talked about how he would rob every famous rapper in hip-hop. And it was like a huge marketing ploy. But everybody knew that it was tongue-in-cheek. Like, it was just like, okay, yeah, what did he say? I'm gonna hit Timberland for some of that Missy money or whatever the hell he said, right? He said crazy shit. Like that fool said, and then he ends up being on a song with Missy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He did I think it was the Get Your Freak On remix, right?
Yeah.
So like, yes. And then he did, I think he talked about Jay-Z, or he talked about somebody close to Jay-Z, and then he ends up doing the Reebok commercial with Jay-Z. And Jay-Z said at Summer Jam, right, I'm about $1 bill. What the fuck is a 50 cent? He said it in front of 100,000 people. And then 50's response was, I don't think 100,000 people knew who 50 Cent was. So I think I owe Jay-Z a bottle of champagne for that, right? So everybody played into his hand, you know what I'm saying? And so you could make the argument, hey, Big Dog, what's your name from San Jose?
Or Dan.
Dan? Okay, Dan. So you can make the argument that it could be beneficial. The only thing that I would say is, if you go that route, then you got to kind of always be ready to deal with something in that vein. And like me personally,
Cash Money did it too. Cash Money did it to No Limit too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. And I get it. But like, again, these are beefs that like cause bloodshed. Like I think that part gets glossed over. There's people fucking dead that are not around from that era, right? Yeah. And so my thing is like, bro, I'm trying to like elevate myself. And I think my thing is like, it doesn't, to be honest with you, a lot of people think like, oh, he's just trying to be humble. It comes from fucking arrogance like a motherfucker. I know I'm that guy. I don't have to do that. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm that good. I don't got to do that shit. For what? Right. Like, for what? And then what? Now this rapper's mad at me, and now like I gotta go put a fucking Jordan in somebody's ass for what? Like that doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's not good for money either, because like Dan, to be real with you too, this is the other thing. If the beef gets to the point where like it's like really kind of gets heated, because it can go from a little bit of nothing to something real quick, right? Somebody posts the wrong meme, somebody says the wrong shit, right? Yeah. And the problem is then promoters are like, fuck, which one do I book?
It's true.
So it's like every other show, you know what I'm saying? Every other show is like, well, yes, you
cutting
know.
the money. He's
You
cutting
know,
the money.
yeah,
right
you
there.
fucking the money up. So it's like me personally, I preach peace and positivity, and you know what I mean? I'm definitely supremely confident on my bars. It's not that. It's not like I'm like, oh, I'm scared of another rapper. It's not that.
Right.
It's just like I thought we were in this shit to get out of the hood and to make some money.
Yeah.
Ultimately, yeah, you could, you know, make some noise, but to me, long term is bad for business.
Yeah.
You know, and it's been proven over the years. You know what I'm saying? It's never good for business. It's just never good for business.
It's not.
You know, and that's honestly.
Also, bro, what do you think it was? What do you think it was that in the 90s it was about being proud, having a good time? So now rap is about killing everybody.
I think that forever and a day, rap has been about people from underprivileged communities trying to get out, and they're talking their reality. Unfortunately, today, the reality is kind of bleaker. It's harsher. It's sadder, right? And at a younger age, too. And these kids, bro, think about how ignorant you were when you were 15. Think about how much you want to slap the shit out of your 15-year-old self, right? Now, give your 15-year-old self a microphone, a phone in your face, a little bit of popularity, and like at least a halfway ability to rhyme. And that's what you're left with all these drill rappers, right? It's like, it's like I try not to judge these kids too harshly because I remember what I was when I was that age. Yeah. I was getting ready to go to the county jail.
What do you feel about that, Tony? What do you feel about that, bro?
As far as what? Did you ask
about 90s? It was a different message coming up out of music, and now it's, you know, I mean, you shoot everybody.
Go ahead, Tony. But one thing, Pac and Biggie died. Like, they're not with us no more. That was 96 and 97.
Yeah.
You know, I understand what Dan, I understand what you're saying, but what I try to understand is how was I at that age? I was getting ready to go to county, and then I was getting ready to go to prison. I was putting pistols in people's faces for a small bag of money. Like, if I'm just being real about it, you understand what I'm saying? So, Dan, I understand what you mean, and I do think we can do better. I think it's on the older generation to try to teach the younger generation. But then again, Dan, ask yourself, if you today went to go talk to 18-year-old you, how much would 18-year-old you really listen to you today?
Very, very true, bro. Very true. And I have to agree, that would be my answer with the way you ended it. It's very true. It's very, very hard and it's very difficult. Let me just give you an example, Dan, before I let you go, because we're about to do 10 minutes on this call and I'm trying to get everybody else in. But let me give you a story really quick. Since I started this podcast, I had two Chicano rappers that had told me, hey, bro, we're going to start up this fake beef. We're going to start up this. We're going to take it to social media because we're going to be dropping albums at the same time. Okay. So we're trying to build up our stocks so that people can go out and buy it. And I said, I'm not with it. Well, why not? I'm not with it, bro. He goes, at the very end, you get the views, you bring us together, and we make peace. Tony A's the hero at the end. It's fake, bro.
Hey, but he's right. You could have got ahead, bro. You could have got ahead on that.
I don't play like that. That's fake, bro. I can't do that. So now, let me just give you a quick example. Yeah. I said, I can't do it. So they went ahead and did it. Yeah. You know what they did, bro? They really started posting about each other to like a fake beef. Yeah. One of them took it personal and turned it into a real fucking beef.
There you go.
One of them took it personal and turned it into a real fucking beef, bro. I'm thankful that I didn't have nothing to do with that. But that's what some of these cats today are doing, anything for fucking clout. And I don't want no part of it, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
But thank you, Dan. I appreciate you, homie.
Yeah, thanks for the questions. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Likewise.
But that was a true story, bro. I'm not going to be a part of this clout chasing shit, bro.
Yep.
You know, and then it turned into some real shit, and then they just kept going back and forth on social media. Oh, God. It's like, okay.
Now you can't even remember you were faking it.
Yeah. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Hello, Tony. What's up, Hazerd?
What's cracking?
And shout out to that 40 ounce right there.
Hey,
hell yeah!
I heard that it's running with Donald Trump in 2024. Yeah, I don't know if that's true.
No? Man, you got jokes, dog. I mean, you tried it. You know what I'm saying?
I tried to. You know, I bet I was cyberbullied by iFool, so I have that PTSD. I gotta let it out.
What's going on, though, man?
Hazard, thanks to Roadium and Tony A and his crew, I've learned about your music. So I'll be checking out your YouTube channel. But I'm going to ask you, like I ask many others on different mediums, what do you think is your source of creativity? Is it life, drinking, smoking, looking someone in the eyes, or just waking up, or how do your ideas or rap or what's your story or what's your message, if you could put it in a couple sentences?
Sure. So I think when somebody, I had like a record dude try to ask me, like, give me your style in like a few words. I was like, I make intelligent gangster rap. Like, that's what I do. Yeah. And I definitely draw from life experiences. That's where my inspiration comes from. If I didn't live it, or if I didn't like see it, or if it wasn't around me, then I'm not really talking about that. So if you go through, you can listen to all my rhymes, right? You'll hear me talking about, something, through my Versace lenses, because I wear them. You're never going to hear me talk about Gucci or nothing, because I've never wore it, right? And I know that that's like a really dumb example, but in all seriousness, if like, I don't have a Lamborghini, so I'm not rapping about being in my Lambo. I don't have a Ferrari. I'm not rapping about a Ferrari, right? So my thing is, I just try to be as honest and as true to my life experiences as possible. And when I started getting uncomfortably honest with myself and with my audience, I noticed a significant uptick in my, I guess you could say, people recognizing what I was doing. Some of my rhymes sometimes can be uncomfortable for me to say, because it's like, it's that real. We were talking about a video that I got my daughter in earlier. And what I learned was like, a lot of people say, oh, all my shit's real, all my shit's real. But when you really give those real life bars, there's going to come points where you got to have difficult conversations with yourself. Like, should I put this song out? Mm-hmm. Because I'm that vulnerable right now. Should I really say this? This is 100% the truth, right? Mm-hmm. And so that's what I would say my inspiration is. Long story short, I make intelligent gangster rap, and I do it from my personal life experiences.
I like the way you put that, intelligent gangster rap, bro.
Well, because fuck, I said like to read a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a beautiful thing, though.
You know what I'm saying?
I always tell people, cheat on your phone with a book. Mm-hmm. Cheat on your phone with a book. Mm-hmm. So... yeah, man, it's all about educating yourself, bro, because let me tell you something. Girls like educated guys. Girls like intelligent guys. They don't want to go out with a good-looking dumbass. Well, some do, but yeah.
Well, what's funny about that is and thank you for that question, bro. I really appreciate that. That was well thought out. Wait, thank you. Oh yeah, absolutely. When I first met my lady, yeah, peace, bro. Thank you for the support, dog. When I first met my lady, and she brought me around, I was fresh out. Like fresh out. Yeah. I'm cut up from the butt up, the whole nine, right?
Hell yeah.
And she would take me around people, and in a very condescending way, people would say, "Oh, he's really smart. Oh, he's really smart.
He's got vocabulary.
Yeah, he can really, wow. Oh, wow. Like, they thought I was a dumbass. Like, they thought I was an ignorant fuck,
Hold on one second.
Absolutely.
Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
What's up? This is Showbiz Cash. How you doing, Tony A?
What's up, my brother? How you doing, man? Where are you calling from, big dog, if you don't mind me asking?
Good, man. Yeah, I'm calling from Calabasas, brother.
Calabasas. What's good, my brother?
Yeah. You got it, man. What's up, Hazard? How you doing, homie?
What's going on, Showbiz? How we doing, sir?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you. I just wanted to see if I could bust a rap for you and give me your honest opinion.
Shit, now I feel like Tony A right now.
No, it's all good. Look it. Go ahead and bust it, and I'm going to tell the live chat. Put a fire, because you want an honest opinion. Put a fire in the live chat or put a trash can on the live chat. I want them, because you know what? If you're going to call in and put yourself on the line, big dog, I want nothing but the truth. Like, we don't candy coat nothing here, big dog, and I appreciate you calling in and wanting to show off your skills, so let's go for it.
Go ahead.
You need a beat to that?
No,
let him go a cappella. Go ahead.
Yeah, a cappella, man. You guys can even put the caca emoji. I don't care. It's all good.
Okay.
All right, check this out. I'm from the land of the 6 foes and 6 flows, where we get the dough, get rolling, where we sit low, where we crop it up, then we chop it down, We cultivating. Let me see you try and stop us now. I'm cushed out, blitzed out of my mind. Catch me puffing a blunt or out on the grind. I'ma shine, get mine, and I'll be damned if it pass me by. Cause I'm a hustler, baby. No need to ask me why. Cause I'm like that, and you don't like this. I'm certified top notch with the niceness. Hypeness, yeah, man, I'ma bring it back. Bud and Bruiser fix the mix to my thinking cap. I'm serious, I ain't playing. So keep game and listen to the words I'm saying. I'm attacking the track like Bush attacking Iraq. It's showbiz cash and it sound like that. What?
Okay, go ahead.
I think he's the type of spitter that needs the beat so that he can kind of ride it a little bit.
You know what? I was feeling the same thing too. But right on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to put you on the spot, big dog. Okay, scale of 1 to 10. 10 being great, 1 being trash. Where do you rate him?
I wouldn't say I honestly, I wouldn't say it's trash.
I know you're not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it.
Yeah, I would have to say that I would have to. It's crazy because they said, you want to beat? No, acapella. Now we're like, shit, I got to hear him on the beat. You understand what I'm saying?
It's true.
But I think he has like a little swag to him.
I think so too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he has a little swag to him, and I think your music would be extremely listenable. Strictly lyrics. It's a little light on the tongue. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not trying to chop people's heads off, right? You had the Bush and Iraq bar. I literally, if you see my face, like, you know what I'm saying? So you had the Bush and Iraq bar. I got to give you that one. That was your strong, in my opinion, that was your strongest bar, strictly from a lyricism standpoint. But I can hear where I could hear you on a beat. Does that make sense?
No, I could too. Scale of 1 to 10, what would you give him? Let me go first. I will say, because I didn't hear him on a beat.
Sure.
A 5.
Yeah, I'm thinking somewhere in there as well. I would think so as well. And again, I don't think he's trying to chop people's heads off lyrically. I think he's trying to be more smooth with it.
Yeah.
And I think there's a place for everything.
Absolutely.
Like to me, you sound like something that like I'm gonna light something up and burn it and chill. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear somebody punching me in the face with bars. Like I'm trying to chill.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but yeah, bro. Like to me, like I can tell that rap is something that you care about, even if it's as a fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can hear that.
You know what, man? You know what? I'm thankful that you had the balls to make the calls.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Thank you for calling in and spitting bars. Like
Hell
I really
yeah,
appreciate
bro.
that.
Appreciate that, carnal.
Hey, man, check this out. I ain't no part-time. I'm full like fat people. When listen to this track and it got snatched up like repo. You in the deep hole, deeper than 6 feet. My temper's a problem. Just like Bill Bixby's, I hate rapping. I'd rather be puffing or at the crib lounging, munching on something. I'm hungry, like fat people at a buffet. I chew up and spit out, and C's trying to up me. I'm stuck, G. I admit I got some issues. The weed I smoke is bomb, like a Patriot missile. Piss you the fuck off, got no problem with that. Cause you're soft like earlobes, plus you riff whack. You ain't even got a team. You're all by your lonesome. Acting rich and you ain't even got a home, son. I'm hitting home runs. You just pop out. Always on some gay shit. You fucking drop out. Yeah,
Okay. Let me ask you an honest question and be honest with me.
You want a refill, bro?
When did you? Sure, I will do one more. When did you write that one? The one you just spit. When did you write it?
Man, dog. I wrote this years ago.
Yeah, see, I could
years
tell.
ago, dog.
I could tell. And if that is not in a disrespectful way at all, I'm saying it like I can hear it, because there's sometimes people use either certain lingo or there's cadences.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So what I would say is,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what I would say is it sounds like rap was a serious passion for you at some point. And I don't know if you still are or whatever, but I feel like if you had like some hot shit you did yesterday, that was what you would have rapped for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it sounds very respectfully, like I'm not trying to shit on you at all. You know what I'm saying? I literally.
I'm not tripping, dog.
Yeah,
That's why I called.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I
yeah.
appreciate you. It literally sounds like rap was like a passion for you, at the very least, a passionate hobby for you, a few years back. Yeah, and that's what I could hear in the rhymes. That one was definitely harder though. You know what I'm saying? If we're grading on a curve, it's six
See,
and a half.
I'm impressed that you can pick up on that, because I'm not a rapper, so I can't pick up on that.
Oh, I knew it. I could
Okay.
tell that he's had that in the cut for a while.
Okay,
Yeah.
now if he, just for an example, say he tried to lie and say, Oh, that was just a freestyle. You would know that was not a freestyle?
No, it's not a freestyle. Come on.
Oh, I'm only
No,
asking.
I knew, and then also his little thing, a Patriot missile. That's like 01, 02, 03. No. That's not a diss.
I know it's not.
I'm picking up on.
I didn't even pick up on that.
You know what I'm saying? He said a Patriot missile. So I'm looking at like, okay, Patriot Act. Okay, Bush won. Okay, and then he had the other bar about the Bush. So that's where it picked up. That's where I picked up on it. You understand what I'm saying?
See, you know what I was hearing? That's what I was hearing.
Sure, and it's because you said, you picked up on melody, you pick up on cadence.
Lyrics, yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but shouts out to you in Calabasas, big dog. I'm over there in the valley now. And so I be partying in Calabasas sometimes. I like that shit because it's like a lot of white people out there and they just be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Nah, not a whole lot of rhythm on the dance floor, but it's a good time.
It's all good.
Hey, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
I haven't spit in so long, bro.
See?
I heard some of your joints.
I appreciate
and
you.
And it just got me, you know what I mean? It got me hyped, dog. I like your style, dog. So it just got me thinking, like, man, I shouldn't have hung up my mic because I hung up my mic a long time ago.
What did I tell you? Yeah. It sounds like rap was a passion for him. Hey, big dog, nothing but respect. Hey, do you ever be a Sagebrush?
Say that again?
You ever go to Sagebrush?
Nah, I never been there, dog.
Dog, you said Calabasas, didn't you?
Yeah, nah, but I kick it more like in LA, dog. I don't stay out here, you know what I mean?
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
I don't do anything else. I don't do that.
Dog, it's a good time, homie. Look, hey, shoot me a DM. We'll do brunch or we'll do fucking Friday night, Saturday night, or some Sunday afternoon. I'm telling you, it's a good time. Shoot me a DM, man. Let's have a couple drinks.
Hell yeah. All right, big dog. You stay blessed out there in Calabasas, homie.
Much luck to you guys, man. Keep it up.
Yeah, nothing but love, dog. Appreciate you. All right. Thank you.
You're a rap psychic. You picked up on shit that I would have never have thought. You go, 91. I told you it was a passion. I'm like, damn, you picked all that shit up.
I love this shit, Tony.
Rap psychic.
I love this shit, Tony.
Here we go.
Shouts out to the homie though, for real.
Call it your name and where you calling from?
Yo, Tony, it's Young V.
Yo, Young V. Yo, Young V, you sound a little bit muffled. Can you talk a little bit closer to your phone, por favor?
Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. That last caller did exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to spit you guys this verse in Spanish that I've been working on like since I think 7. I'm at work right now. I just clocked out.
Oh shit!
But since Hazerd is on right now, so I wanted to spit it real quick because I want to get some honest opinions.
I'm honored. Go right ahead.
So,
go ahead.
All right. So it goes. Nunca me dijeron, hold on, my bad. It goes. Nunca me dijeron que la vida va a ser fácil. Trabajo duro por lo que tengo. Hold on. My bad. Hold on. Ready? Nunca me dijeron que la vida va a ser fácil. Trabajado duro por lo que tengo no fue gratis. Delicada es mi vida y la trato bien frágil. Tomamos fotos de las manos y las buenas como un paparazzi. And then it goes. Grabados en mi mente, yo sigo luchando. Siempre siendo yo, no necesito ningún disfrazo, ni nada de cambios. Creciendo con amor frío, me fueron disparando. Teniéndole el amor de mi vida, fui cayendo en sus brazos. Me preguntan por quién lo hago por lo que amo. Mi raza, familia, protejo lo que es mía. Cargo sangre fría y caliente. Con el tiempo soy paciente. En la vía de la muerte camino con mi mente positiva. Nunca tuve amigas. Solo puras morras que juzgaban y querían lo que tenía. Pero siempre rezo a mi Cristo, que me sigue dando lo que necesito, porque sé que al último, todo lo que tengo en realidad no es mío. I kind of started because it's still in the work, but...
You say you started writing that at 7?
I kind of picked up on what
You say you started writing that at 7 today, you said?
Yeah, it took me like 30 minutes around there.
Yeah.
Like I've been working on it, like doing, practicing on the flow.
I dig that. So, first and foremost, I always say this to people because I'll get hit up like, you ever thought about rapping in Spanish? Right? Or I'll throw a couple bars in Spanish and they'll be like, yo, has it sounded dope? And I'll be like, Spanish is a It's one of the romantic languages. It lends itself to being rhymed.
Absolutely.
It is very much so. Just when you speak, there's a melody to it, right? They talk about people from DF, right? And they have a singing tone to their talk, right? And so it lends itself to it. So it naturally, like, I feel like rhymes in Spanish always sound slicker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like, I can hear it. Like, you just wrote the shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and then so I'm always, it's always weird because I always grade on like a curve, like when it comes to Spanish, because I'm like, fuck, everything sounds kind of dope in Spanish.
It does. Bro.
That shit just sounds great. Like,
Plus,
I love
I
it.
got kind of nervous, so maybe that's why.
No, it's all good.
No, you good. You good.
Like,
You like no,
you know?
you good. I can hear. What I will say is what I do appreciate is you were really trying to say something. Anybody that's trying to say something in their rhymes, I'ma forever respect them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shouts out to you, like, and shouts out to you for calling in and wanting to do that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because even in English, I don't just write about like, well, I never have just written about my body. Like, I don't do that. You know, like everything that I write, like what you said, is like from my life experience, from like if it's something that I'm currently going through or how I'm feeling. That's what I'm gonna write down. That's what I'm gonna write about, because I'd rather someone relate to what I'm saying than just get like a, you know, like a freaky vibe from it, or just a temporary feeling. Like, I want people to be like, oh, like, you know, to like play that one song that Young V said this and that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want to be remembered as an artist.
I completely do, and I respect that. And yeah, just like keep pushing. I would say that. But yeah, like when it comes to Spanish, like fuck, everything sounds good, kind of Spanish. You know what I mean? In a good way. Like, I'm not knocking you at all. I'm saying, like, when I hear people rap in Spanish, I'm like, damn. Sometimes I kind of just want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, keep pushing. And like I said, I could hear what you were talking about. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about your people. You're talking about your family, and that's dope. Like, I like the fact that you're trying to say something. So respects to you.
Young V.
Can I do one more thing?
Yeah. Let's do the one more thing. But you know, how old are you? I don't think I ever asked you how old you were.
I gotta say it on live.
I was gonna say, you don't ask a lady her age, done.
Well, I met her, but I didn't ask her in person. But it's okay. You don't have to. It's all good.
Are you of legal drinking age?
No, she is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I just don't like that's one thing I don't like putting out there. So yeah.
She can legally buy a drink, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we need to know.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Young V.
Okay, so this is a hook to that little rhyme I just did for you guys. So I just want you, you know, honest opinion again, like I said. So it goes. Nunca me dijeron la vida va a ser fácil, trabajado duro, no fue nada gratis. En esta vida hay malos y buenos, luchando por sueños, por eso yo rezo a Jesucristo. Yo le doy gracias, me da otro día, me da otras chances. En esta vida hay malos y buenos, llorando por sueños, por eso yo rezo.
That's like the hook, right? That's like the hook.
Yeah.
I rock with that.
Look, I like it because she gave praise to God. So I heard that.
Yeah. And my thing is, you're trying to say something. So like anybody trying to say something is put enough thought into what they're doing that I gotta respect it. And look, even if a woman is talking about her genitals and what she does with them, if she has slick wordplay with it, I'm like, well, you tried to say something. You know what I mean? You took a clever way to say it. But like, if your approach is that, and you're just trying to give your life experiences and what, not just, but I'm saying, if that's what you want to do is get, then respects, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, keep pushing. Respect. Young V, you said, right?
Young V.
Yo, it's Hazerd to the mic. Respects to Young V. Seriously, appreciate you.
Thank you, Young V.
Gracias.
Truly appreciate you, okay?
Yeah.
You stay blessed, and hopefully we'll hear from you soon.
No, of course, yeah. When I'm done recording that song, because I plan on getting that done this Sunday, I'm gonna definitely send it to you guys if that's cool.
Absolutely. Yes. Do that, please.
All right, for sure.
Okay.
Shout out Roadium Radio, shout out Tony, shout out Norbert, shout out Hip Hop JEDI, shout out Alex, shout out Hazerd, and fuck anybody that's hating on Roadium Radio.
Hey. Clip that. Make the soundbite.
Hell yeah, exactly. All good. Here we go. Let me see. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Daniel from Santa Maria.
Daniel from Santa Maria. What's good, my bro?
Yeah, nah, nothing much, man. Just chilling, you know.
Oh, good. You had a question for Hazerd or for me?
For Hazerd, so it was 2012, and I was at Urban Underground in Lincoln Heights.
Okay.
And it was like a rap contest, and I entered it. And then the last two finalists was Hazerd and this other guy, and Hazerd just smoked this guy with like some freestyle shit.
Boom.
Yo, that's crazy. It was the airliner, right?
Yeah, and it was the airliner, and Abstract Rude, he was hosting it.
Yep.
And I think it was Kenny Siegel was on the turntables.
Sounds right.
Malathion was up front watching the whole thing.
The time.
It was just a lot of interesting people.
Yeah.
That was an amazing night, because then I saw the A-Team perform, and man, I drank like 16 Busch beers that night, and I couldn't drive home, but I tried to.
16?
Keep in mind, I live in Santa Maria. Yeah, like 16. I think it was Paps, actually. It was Paps. I bought like 8 of them. I just pounded them.
They had the special on the
Paps.
Paps.
That was an amazing night.
They used to have the special on the Paps.
Yeah, it was. I think it was like $4 or $5 or something. But I just remember I kept buying them. And then I think the promoter, her name was Janine Strong or something like that. And I was all messed up, and she was like, "Are you okay to drive home?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I just got out, and then this guy from Oxnard, I can't remember his name, but he performed, and he was like, "Hey man, you should just pull over somewhere and crash out." And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure, whatever, man." And I got back on the freeway, tried to drive home, and I ended up, I had to stop eventually because I couldn't drive. And I pulled into this exit, and it was like, I don't know where I was at. Keep in mind, I'm not from LA at all, so I don't know anywhere. All I saw was this big building, and it said Burbank Police Department. And man, this was a crazy freaking night. So I found a nice area, and I slept it off luckily, but man, I just seen police everywhere, and it woke me right up, honestly. I was driving, and all of a sudden I was driving good again. My eyes are wide open. But man, I was freaking hammered, man. But I felt so blessed. The next morning I saw because I put a little post about it, and then Abstract Rude kind of reached out, and he was like, "Yeah, you should have just hit me up. I would have let you sleep somewhere." But I remember at the time there was some sort of like after party, but it seemed like it was somewhere like South Central area, and I was like, I'm not going to be driving over there. Right. Like I said, I don't, I've been listening to rap music my whole life, so in my head, I'm like, I don't places like that, But yeah, that was just the story, man. I remember, I'm pretty sure it was that same night, because I was there a few good times, and that was a good place.
Airliner was a good airliner. Yeah, it was a good. Hey man, first of all, thank you for the call. I remember that night myself. The dude that went against me in the finals, God bless him, he never stood a chance. You got to understand. So if you remember, you remember this. So
he said, "God bless him."
I remember what I was exactly wearing. Everything, Tony. I had the Kobe 24 white Sunday Laker jersey on. I was probably like 30, 40 pounds lighter because the motherfucker was like fresh out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had that Greyhound look,
And you were hungry.
It was before I was hungry, bro. It didn't matter who they put it. They could have got Eminem to come back to battling. I was chopping heads that night, you know what I'm saying? And it was like And it was a 16-bar rap competition. So it was actually topics, and it was like it was topics that you could prepare for. They gave you the beats, and you had to come with your best writtens. So it was more about crafting these bars and staying on topic.
Right.
I threw that shit out the window for the final round, and I talked about this man's mother, his fucking FICO score, his fucking daughter, his granddaughter that wasn't born yet. Shit. I went in, and they were just like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, give the man his money. You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter. Like, I didn't care who was, like, you know what I'm saying? I went fucking, I was like.
You went to town.
I did. And every time, I remember at that time, bro, I had a chip on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? I went in there like I was trying to chop heads off. And like the other caller was asking me, like, would you ever go to famous? I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. But when it was like battle rap or it was a competition, I was trying to chop fucking heads off. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people, it's funny because I ended up making good relationships with them, but I did them fucking dirty. Like dirty, you know what I'm saying? And they either don't rap no more or like we're real cool, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was like, they tell me like, fuck, fool, I thought you were gonna kill me. Like the look in your eye. Bro, you don't understand. There was times where I was just talking to my lady about this. She talked about it at our wedding, you know what I'm saying? There was a time I fucking battled for a microwave. That's the short story. I literally battled for microwave. I battled for cash, right? We were battling for cash. It was $10 per person, 16 entries, winner takes all, $160. The house got to keep like $40. Winner takes $120.
Fuck.
Check this out. I had $20 to my name or $30 to my name.
Yeah.
And this was when I told you I had moved to the valley.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I had no money. I was fucking broke as shit, right? And I remember my boy Big Lyric had posted they're gonna do a cash battle, $10 entry over at the basement in Sherman Oaks. The basement 818. It was off of Van Nuys and Ventura Boulevard. And I was like, I remember I looked at my lady, I was like, hey, look, check this out. There's a $10 entry fee for this battle. I'm gonna go and win us some money. And I'll never forget the look on her face. She literally looked at me like, oh, pobrecito, like he lost it. Like he's gone off the deep end.
Okay, baby, here's the $10.
Yeah.
Go have fun.
No, I had look, hey Dan, for real, right? I had $30 cash to my name, right? And I'm like, yo, this shit, I'm gonna make it work. I knew before I got there, I was like, God bless whoever's in this competition, cause I'm about to talk about some fucked up shit, like whatever. Okay. I get there, I sign up, and so I was like, so how's it gonna work? They're like, oh, well, it's $10 to get in, whatever, winner takes all, blah, blah, and the judges, da-da-da-da-da. And I remember that the lady that was organizing, her name was Nat, and she ran the basement for a long time. It was a local hip-hop shop in the Valley. It was in Sherman Oaks. And Nat had made a comment about something, and I told her, like, it's not gonna matter. She said something about, well, we gotta see who comes in the battle. And I told her, well, it's not gonna matter. Just save my money, I'll be back. And she looked, I didn't know her. And she looked at me crazy like, this cocky motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I walked out. I had $20 left.
Wow.
I walked out with $20. I bought lunch for me and my lady. And I told her, I promise you I'm going to win this battle. Don't trip. We had moved into an apartment. I'm fresh out on parole. I'm a high control parole. We had an apartment. We didn't have shit in the apartment. We had a mattress on a box spring. We had an old dinosaur TV. We didn't have a fridge or a fucking microwave in that motherfucker.
Boom. Damn.
We had each other in this 2-bedroom apartment.
And that's how you win.
And so
you had each other.
That's it. We had each other, and we had a 2-bedroom apartment, and we were trying to furnish it, you know what I'm saying, before we crowded that motherfucker with kids. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So we were like, okay, cool. It's the end of the school year. We got the summer, and then the beginning of the school year, the kids we're cool, right? So I remember I went, and I battled 4 people. The first fool they put me against is in a wheelchair.
No.
His name is MC Wheels. I'll never forget it. God bless him. Good dude. I was like, oh, this is going to be bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was bad. And I went in. Every joke you could think of, every fucking joke you could think of, I gave it to him.
Did you call him Wheeler?
You know what I'm saying? No, I think my first bar is clear to see you ain't walking, my friend. It's clear to see you ain't walking, my friend. I probably stuck his fucking ass when he was up in the pen. Like, he was just like, he's looking at me like, this mother, you know what I'm saying?
No, you know what I would have done?
You know what I'm saying?
Walk like a man.
But I chopped off heads from like 4 different fools. And I shouts out my boy Razor. My boy Razor, he's from Inglewood originally, transplanted to the Valley. Shouts out my boy Razor. He was one of the judges for the thing, and I beat like 3 of his homies. And he told me, he was like, just so you guys know, there ain't no favoritism. This fool just killed 3 of my motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And he goes, and he won. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I ended up winning. And I'll never forget, I took the $120 and I gave it to my lady. I was like, buy whatever the hell you got to buy. Like, it's all I got.
Let's get some food.
But I remember she bought a microwave. Like, she found one at Walmart that was a certain price, whatever, went and bought a fucking microwave.
Fuck it.
I was hungry, dog. Like, and that's, I think, when I talk about, you know what I'm saying? When I talk about, you know, really wanting it, or really, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm built different, or like, you know what I'm saying, like, people don't want this problem, like, that's what it comes from. You understand what I'm saying? That's really what it comes from. You know what I'm saying?
Caller, I gotta let you go, big dog. We've been on the phone 10 minutes. We gotta get some more callers in before we get out of here.
Oh yeah.
But thank you, big dog. Appreciate you calling in.
Yeah.
Okay, my brother. Stay blessed out there in Santa Maria. Okay.
Hey.
We're gonna take 2 more phone calls and we out of here. Here we go.
There we go.
Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Buenas noches, everybody. This is another shameless plug.
I knew it.
Miguelito's Tattoos on Instagram.
I fucking knew it. Hell yeah. Let's go, bro. Let's go.
Hey, look, first of all, I want to say it's an honor and a privilege and a blessing to finally meet Hazerd.
What's cracking?
Mucho gusto, man.
Mucho gusto. How we doing?
Hey, I waited 2 years since you busted that freestyle, which I want to give you props for. I've been wanting to ask you this question, just one question. That's all. I'm gonna cut it short. I'm not gonna take 10 minutes. You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is my one question I've been trying to ask you.
Okay.
Are you down right now to bust a freestyle on Roadium Radio?
That's the question?
Kick a beat.
Oh, I mean, something, man.
Nah, this is the beat we give everybody. You gotta adapt to it.
All right, cool.
Turn him up a little bit on the mic.
Look. Okay, we're gonna try. Look. Keep talking all that rah-rah, damn it. I had some fools come and stomp you in a Popeye sandwich. Hit you in broad day, pull your car like Cambit. I'm on that GTA play, I be a 5-star bandit. Look, I understand with the murder rate and expose the fact your whole hood lag vertebrae. Who the first to hop out and let the burner spray? And who be the one to start running the Jackie Wiggin way? If I turn away, motherfuckers gonna learn today all that designer on. We gonna do this to Timmy Turnaway. Like it's my wish for you to remove them jewels. You already going to hell, you gonna be in the furnace too. That man next level, thinking all ahead of you. Never like a drive-by, put it to your head and shoot. Keep a small circle, I done seen how the feds could do. I'll be goddamned if I'm Rico'd out my bed at 2. You gonna have to forgive me, man, I'm slurring a little bit. We're gonna come back right onto it, hold on. We're gonna do it like this. Look, off the top, look, it go Mike, check 1 2 1 2. Ask Hazerd to rap, what the fuck he gonna do? Sitting on my seat, I'm still bringing the heat. It's gonna be fucking hot every time that he speak. It's all off of the top, it's all off of the wop, all off of the cranium. You know he been zany, and it's without a pause. He gon' rap until he get that applause. Real talk, starting to get faded, but Hazerd rap until he fucking made it. Yeah, never feeling jaded. He love this rap thing. It's what he committed himself to. Here we go. He a hazard to your wealth too. Wait, and he a hazard to your health too. Wait, yeah, he a hazard to your health too. A stick-up kid trying to go straight, but ready to ride banks whenever that rent late. It's literally his life on this microphone. So he chuckle when he telling them to write them songs. Nah, it's all freestyle. You know he go wild, and he could rap for like fucking 8 miles, but he not from Detroit, from Southern Califas. However you wanna do it, you know it's gonna be heat, bruh. Yeah, every time he speak, huh? Yeah, coming out your speakers. Yeah. All right, look, that's all I got, dog. I'm fucking, you know what I mean? That's all I got, bro.
Hey, bro, that's been the best freestyle so far on Roadium Radio.
I was bullshitting. I'm sorry, man.
No. The other day, Don Cisco busted. It was dope. It was fucking dope.
Yeah.
But this one took it, bro.
Man, thank you, Tony. I appreciate you.
No.
Hey, you put me on the spot, Miguelito's tattoos. You know what I'm saying? But
that's what he always does. That's what he always does.
It's my turn. It's my turn now. Hey, hold up. It's my turn to get down on a freestyle on Hazerd. Get ready, Hazerd, because I'm about to give it to you hard. All right? But you know what? I'm going to quit because I'm not that down.
Oh, good, Miguelito.
Oh, man. Appreciate you, Miguel, for real, dog.
I give you my props, man. I give you my props.
All right, thank you.
All right, there we go. One last phone call. Here we go. Caller, your name or where you calling from?
Bro, it's the homie Kike from the city.
Oh, you never fail, Kike. You never fucking fail. Kike is a devoted Roadium radio warrior. Let's go, bro.
Huevo. Nah, dog. Question for Hazerd, dog. Hey,
Yes, sir.
You have a fucking EP or an album that you're gonna hit us or bless the people with soon?
Yeah, so yes. So here's the thing, right? I feel like I drop every Friday, so I try to keep you guys entertained. A very convoluted answer to this is I really want to make sure that when we come with a project for you, it is A, the best quality it can be, and B, on the biggest platform it could possibly be on. I feel like I got a lot of pressure, not necessarily from anybody in particular, but it's pressure I put on myself. I really feel like I'm trying to kick doors down for people that look like me.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot of people that have come and that have gone, and nobody's really like stamped a place. If I tell you, hey, yo, what about that Mexican that raps? You can't necessarily think of a certain person that had super mainstream success. The reason I say that is because if I say, what about that white boy that raps, you know it's Eminem. Right? What about, what about the big fool from New York? You know it's Biggie. You know what I'm saying? What about that revolutionary fool from Oakland by way of LA? You know what I'm saying? You know we're talking about Pac, right? What about them fools from Compton? You know we're talking about NWA. NWA, yeah. Right? And I think there's a lot of label politics with it, but when we say like, well, what about the Mexican? You go, what Mexican? Right? And I do think that there's a lot of hate there because I do think there's been a lot of quality music to come from people that look like us, especially in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? That being said, I feel a lot of pressure. So I feel like if I'm going to give you guys something, I got to make sure that it's A, the best quality possible, and B, on the biggest platform possible. It matters to me. Like that shit really matters. You know what I'm saying? That being said, I got a couple of things that I've like had kind of like stashed, incubating, if you will. I got one called Boom Baps and Gangster Raps. I got another one that I'm probably going to give you guys more sooner than later. It's probably the next thing I'm going to do. It's called Weekend in Vegas. It's my love letter to the city of Vegas. And basically what it is when I was in the joint, a lot of motherfuckers told me like, yo, Haz, when you get out, dog, fuck this place, homie. Like, go see the world. But homies with a limited perspective, their thing was like, fool, go to Vegas or something. You know what I'm saying? I had a homeboy, and shouts out my boy right now. You know what I'm saying? He had a stroke. He's recovering now. Shouts out my boy Trubs. But this man went to Vegas for his first time in his 50s. And he was like taking pictures and sending me videos, and he was like posting shit. I'm like, hey, bro, you up in Vegas? It's dope. He's like, I never been here. You know what I mean? The man just did 20-some years, you know what I mean, on the 4-yard. Yeah. And so the idea of me going to Vegas was like this exotic thing, right? Yeah. And so for me, I go out there a lot of people be like, hey, fool, you always in Vegas, right? Every time I'm in Vegas, I literally feel there's always a point when I'm in Vegas where I have like a quiet moment to myself. And it's like I'm talking to the homies that are never coming home, and I'm like, hey, bro, am I doing it right? You understand what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, did I make you proud? Like, did I do what you asked me to do? You understand what I'm saying? So Weekend in Vegas is probably going to be the next project, and it's basically going to be like an 8-song EP, and it's going to feel like you're going to Vegas for the weekend. So I literally have like the whole thing all etched out. We're cool. Like I really like when I do stuff, I try to plan it out right. So the intro track is called 15 North, like you're driving up to 15 going to Vegas, and the outro is 15 South, like you're coming back on a 15, right? And then like I got a song called Pregame, I got a song called Blackout, I got a song called Hangover, I got a song called Bet It All. You know what I mean? I got some cool shit, right? And so yeah, Weekend in Vegas, that's probably the next joint that you're probably actually gonna hear. You say your name is Kike, right?
Yeah, my name's Kike, dog.
Yes, sir. So Weekend in Vegas, that's probably gonna be the next whole project that I give you guys, and that's the inspiration behind it. That's exactly what I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it is. Weekend in Vegas is probably gonna be the next project you hear from me.
All good.
Yeah. Hey, you mentioned Ace 18 that produced your shit, right? Hey, was that dude that used to rap too from San Fernando Valley?
Yeah, he used to rap as well. Yeah, that's my dog, man. That dude, he does my videos, he does my visuals and whatnot. Ace 18. proclaimed in the visuals, and I guess their tagline is "We shoot back."
Oh
shit! So yeah, you know what I'm saying. Great. He's a super talented dude. Yes, he was rapping at a certain point. He's not as active on the music anymore, but he could still fuck some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Me and him were talking about like doing a record together. But yeah, that's that's actually my guy for visuals right now. He's really killing shit. Shouts out Ace 18. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Gracias, Kike. Appreciate you, homie.
No, hey, let me get one more thing, dog. I just gotta make one more point. Hey, Hazerd, you said you've been out since what, 2016?
Nah, 2012, big dog.
2012, my bad. All right. So 11 years roughly, right? So in the 11 years you've been out, do you feel like you've gotten your flowers in the game?
I feel like I've done a whole bunch of soul searching in that time, and I feel like in these last 3.5 years, or like 4.5 years, I've really started to apply pressure on motherfuckers' necks. And in that time, absolutely, I don't think I'm anywhere near where I need to be at, but I think that that's more on me and the work that I need to do.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, I get a ton of love from a lot of dudes, and I gotta shout out, just real quick while we're on this call, you know what I'm saying? Like a Mr. Shadow has reached out, a Mr. Little One has reached out, a Conejo has reached out, you know what I'm saying? And these dudes have just shown me love, bro, like a lot of love, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta say that I don't think I'm anywhere where I need to be at, but I don't think it's anybody, outside influence. I think there's more work that needs to be done on my end.
Yeah, hell yeah. So this is my hypothetical. Let's say somebody walked away from the game and didn't hear your entire music repertoire this entire time. Would you take it to heart?
Nah, because the way I look at it is, there's so much there, and I have so many people that do rock with me. If I drop dead tomorrow, right, and like nothing else comes out, if only they had to listen to 211 weeks, that's a fucking accomplishment.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? If all anybody had was the 211 weeks we've done for the last 211 weeks, like I did some shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So no, I don't take that personally at all, big dog. The way I look at it is I'm too focused and I'm too blessed with the people that do support me to worry about somebody that don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm so grateful for every single person that does listen, homie, that I'll be a piece of shit. I'll be an ungrateful asshole if I was like, oh, nobody shows me love. And I got 21,000 motherfuckers that do show me love on Instagram. I got 380,000 people that do on TikTok. I got 5,000 that do on YouTube. I'll be an asshole to all of those people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What do you mean no one shows you love? You know what I'm saying? I'm too focused, like Tony A said, I'm too focused on my blessings. I'm too focused on the fact I woke up this morning. I'm too focused on the fact that I'm not doing life. I'm too focused on the fact I didn't get struck out. I'm too focused on the fact I'm not on high control parole. I'm too focused on the fact that I'm able to, practice my craft and bless people with my gift, and they're able to bless me back with the praise. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm so happy for the people that do support, that respectfully, I give a fuck about nobody who doesn't. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, fool, that goes out to all the Bob motherfuckers. What about me? What about me?
It's always about Richie. What about me?
All good, my brother. Thank you, bro.
Appreciate you, Kike, for real.
Thanks for the call, man. You guys have a good one, dog.
Likewise.
Hey, Hazerd, keep blessing the mic, homie. Stay blessed and keep doing your thing, homie.
Gracias, pimp. That's all we're going to do is apply more pressure. Thank you.
All good. Thank you. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one more phone call because people have been hitting me up about a certain question that they want me to answer. So I'm going to take one more phone call for you guys. Okay, so let's go. This is the last phone call, okay? If you don't answer it, you don't ask it. Caller, your name, where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is El Jefe de Jefe from San Diego.
What's good, my bro? How you doing?
I just want to... I'm good. Hey, hey, Tony A, what's up? I like that video the other day, that's sitting in the park, you know what I'm saying? I posted or whatever with the homegirl DJing or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you, my bro.
I'm not sure if you remember. Yeah. But Hazerd, bro, I mean, hey, look, that last caller, I mean, I can't believe that was even a question. Like, how would you not know who Hazerd is? Like, you must not be. You must be sleepy if you ain't knowing, because, like, you know what I'm saying, especially with all this podcasting and all this stuff that's going on, you know what I mean? Like, my boy Hazerd, hey, look, I don't even be like that, but, like, the homie got skills, bro. Like, you can already see, like, he didn't even expect you just threw on the beat right now. He didn't even expect the freestyle. And that shit was gas. Like, come on, man. Like, you gotta get this man his flowers, man. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I'm just liking this podcast and I'm enjoying it. Yeah, and it was nice, man. I appreciate you guys putting on for the raza and all that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it, big dog. What'd you say your name was one more time?
El Jefe de Jefe.
Okay, big Jefe shit then. Look, bro, first of all, thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you for that. And like I said, with people like you supporting what I do, then like how could I be ungrateful? How could I sit here and worry about who's not rocking with me?
Right.
When I got people like that rock with me.
I rock with you.
Gracias, Tony, and I appreciate you. You know, salute to that. So yeah, and look, man, people were asking me like about music and whatnot. Go follow me on all the streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple, all that. You know what I'm saying? We got a few singles we dropped this year, and a couple last year, right? We got Moving Different. We got Big Dreams with the accompanying videos. You know what I'm saying? We got Moving Different. We got Big Dreams. One's escaping me right now, but yeah, if you go listen to me on Spotify, on Apple, whatever your streaming platform that you prefer, you can find the singles and the Lucy's, and then like I said, we'll be going ahead and we'll be dropping Weekend in Vegas shortly. 40 Ounce Fridays comes out every week. You know what I'm saying? I really try hard to make sure that I deliver. I'm a rapper, so I'm gonna rap.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fucking make memes, and I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna engage in a back and forth. I'm gonna rock with people like El Jefe right here that rock with me. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, Big Dog. I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? For those of you who want to see some dope shit, real quick, and I don't, I'm all about the cross promotion and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So no disrespect at all, but in all seriousness, next week I'm gonna be on the Bootleg Kev podcast channel on YouTube. We got an exclusive freestyle dropping. I made sure to put my foot in it. I wanted to make everybody that rocks with Hazerd proud of what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah.
So next Wednesday you gonna hear me just put my foot in like 3 different beats. You'll probably recognize the outfit. I came straight here from there. You know what I'm saying? Tony made the call and we made it happen. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so basically check for me next Wednesday on the Bootleg Kev show as well. It's on his channel. It's gonna be a freestyle. 3 different beats. They had to keep sending them because I kept killing them. You understand what I'm saying? And that's all I want to do for everybody that supports me. I just want to make motherfuckers proud to be a fan of me. I never want anybody to be like, yeah, I mess with that fool, but damn, that fool let me down. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. I want people to be like, man, I rock with that fool because he's one, you know what I'm saying? 1, the music's dope. You know what I'm saying? 2, he's a solid individual. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So to El Jefe, to Akike, you know what I'm saying? To Cisco and D out in Odessa, whoever the case is, like whoever showed me the I'm a brat individual, that I think that was the first call, right? Thank you. Thank you for rocking with me from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I remember when nobody listened. So like the fact that people do listen now, I'm just grateful, bro. Like I'm loving life, doggy. You know what I'm saying? You can't knock me off my pivot. You understand what I'm saying? So so just appreciate you guys, just and just stay tuned. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, every single Friday, you guys already know what to expect from me. By 8, 9 in the morning, I'm gonna get your day started right. You understand what I'm saying? So,
hell yeah.
So every single Friday, baby, 211 weeks and counting. We're just gonna keep pushing.
Thank you, my bro.
Hey, now we gotta protect you at all costs, man. You know what I'm saying? You like fuck that Mexican M&M, like you know what I'm saying? You be on that shit,
man.
All right, big dog.
So, like,
appreciate you.
You stay blessed, homie.
Man, y'all have a blessed night.
Likewise.
All right. Okay. Okay. The same guy continued messaging, saying one more call when I heard. I'm gonna give it to you guys. One more call, and that's it. One more call. Make it quick, and that's it, bro. Because I'm trying to get my boy out of here. So, do you want another shot at all, or you still got that?
I still got this one. Yeah, you got me. You got me feeling right, Tony.
There we
about
go,
to put
man.
my glasses back on. Shit.
Caller, your name, but where are you calling from? Let's make it quick.
Awesome sauce. All right, this is Jessica Santoy. I'm calling from Portland.
How you doing, Jessica from Portland?
I'm doing good. I called you like a crazy obsessed baby's mama, back to back.
Oh shit. What's good?
Hey, I was trying to get through. So me and my husband, we sit here and we watch your podcast, and I hear Hazerd over here free flowing to the beat, So we were just wondering if
You put the beat back on it.
if you could put the beat back on so we could throw another flow at you.
Oh, you guys want to flow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Shit.
Okay, here we go.
Curveball.
You want this beat or another beat?
No, that's good. That's good.
Turn it down a little bit. Go ahead.
All right. Hey, so I'm coming from the 530. Did you know? And if you don't, well, then I'm going to let you know. I don't give a fuck what they got to say, but I'm going to come after you anyway. Cause we're rolling. Yeah, that's right, bitch. 90s girl coming up from the south, bitch. Hold on. I'm a little nervous here. Hold on, give me a second. Read it. All right. I got to feel the beat. What's it gonna be, him or me? I'm coming after you and I don't give a fuck. You better really watch out what's coming next to you, cause you know if it's gonna be me, boy, I'm blasting you and I'm packing this heat. Doing what I gotta do, walking through the streets. Doing what I gotta do with my head held high. Knowing I got the pride on my side. Knowing these motherfuckers like to talk, walk the walk. But you know what it is, I don't just boss. I buy the bitch if you wanna test me, G. And I don't give a fuck, fool, cause I'm riding the Jeep. And that's right, coming up from the factory, doing what I gotta do, flowing on another flow. And I don't give a fuck, fool, you can go ahead and run your mouth, cause I'm coming, I'm coming, fool, you're dead. I'm putting you down, give a fuck, fool, if you're gonna sit and clown. But look around, cause I'm doing my thing, and I'm shining brighter than these motherfuckers, anything that they gotta say. I'm Hazerd. Motherfuckers better know I ain't good for your motherfucking flow. And if you didn't know, well, now you know, cause you gotta know, I'm coming after you like the cop. Like the red and blue lights, there's no. So I killed it today. Normally I'm on the shit.
I feel like
you better stop, cause I'm coming after you with another clock, and I don't give a fuck if you gotta run, cause you know I'm catching you on another run. Yeah, that's right, bitch. Better know my name, cause I'm coming through the shit like any day, and I do it every motherfucking day. I was born this way, and ain't no way I'm ever gonna change.
Good.
Can I ask you a question?
Can you hear the nervousness in my voice? Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? I know you said you and your man, do you work? Do you have a day job? Do you go to work? Do you punch a clock?
I sure do every day.
Okay, you don't have to tell me where you work at or nothing like that. But I would definitely make sure to keep the day job. That being said, I'm not trying to. No, Tony, you laughing right now. I could tell this. Let me ask you a serious question.
Yes.
At a party, like people get drunk and high, and somebody puts a beat on, and you start rapping, right?
Yes.
Do I start rapping?
Yeah, like if you're at a party or you're at a kickback, someone puts an instrumental on, you guys are drunk, you guys are high, somebody's smoking some reefer, somebody's drinking some vodka, you start rapping, am I right?
Right.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And for the most part.
Yeah.
It's a back and forth, or it's, like I said, I was hella shit right now, but I'm also very nervous, so I'm like not listening to the beat. And for the most part, I like to listen to the beat and then go with it.
That's fair.
You know?
Yeah, I was about to say two things.
Pretty naturally, but I'm like shaking in my lungs, so it's like
that's
I'm stuttering on my words, and it's not even coming out like the way it's supposed, you know.
Yeah, well, two things. One, it's really hard to rap on the phone while listening to a beat. That's hard to do. It's actually hard because there's a delay. There's like a slight delay. Been better if I came up with my own beat. There's a slight delay.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to do. But then two, I'm sure like when you with your when you with your homies and whatnot, you guys are just fucking around. You just like in that moment. There's no pressure and nothing. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you're just having fun. Like you probably like fuck top 5 dead or alive. You know what I'm saying? And no, I've met a lot of people like that though. And that's not even a joke. It's just
I know.
But that's where like. You can compare like rap to basketball. Excuse me, rap to basketball. Mm-hmm. You got like your people that you go like run at the park with, and you're like, bro, yeah, it's great. I love playing with him. You know what I'm saying? You put them in a competitive environment, and it's going to be different. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where I feel like you understand what I mean? Like you probably top 5 that are alive at the backyard kickback. Like it's probably a good time.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But like, you know, the lights come on and then you're trying to rap over the phone, you're trying to rap on the beat. And it's just like it is a little different. You know what I mean? And that's where what I would say is I always point to stuff like this, you know, like people that like have a good time with their friends and whatnot, and then maybe come on air or whatever the case is, and it doesn't come out the way they want it to. I point to this when people try to say that it takes no skill to rap. That's not true. You understand what I'm saying? It is a craft. You do got to work at it. There is
right,
and there's a difference between messing around with your homies and having a good time, and being entertaining there, and then doing it professionally.
All good.
You know what I'm saying? But thank you though. But thank you for even having the nuts to do that. Because I know some people that write rhymes and record songs and wouldn't want to rap in front of
Hey,
me.
bro, if you got the balls, make the calls, and she had the balls.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is, like I said, I can admit right now, I embarrassed myself, but at the same time, I was like, fuck. I wasn't feeling, I don't know. I don't want to make up excuses, but normally it's
not at all.
And I'm legit, like, regardless of, like, you know, us doing our little bedroom thing or just chilling, what you heard, that was definitely an F. It was a junk. But normally, like, it's not.
He doesn't cuss as much.
I don't cuss, and it's normally about whatever, because the thing is, my genre for music isn't just one type of music. Normally, it's everything. So if I want to rap about love or how I'm feeling, then that, or sing even about it, that's what it will be. Or if it's funk, or if it's whatever. But for the most part, I like to listen to the beat. I like to get a feel for it. You know what I mean?
All good.
But typically, you know what I mean? So. I thought, like, fuck, let me listen to the beat again. I gotta catch the feeling for it, you know, because you got to get a flow to it. You know what I mean? You got to go along with the beat. So.
You say you're from Portland, right?
Well, we live in Portland. We are from California.
Okay. Well, shouts out to you and your folks that are living in Portland, and you know, you're a Cali transplant, so West Coast love. We appreciate the call. Thank you very much. Seriously.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Of course.
Much
Thanks,
love.
guys.
Hazerd, we can end right here, or we can go 15 more minutes to complete a 3-hour episode. It's up to you.
Whatever. Like, whatever we doing, bro. I'm with you. I'm on your time, Tony.
Okay, 15 minutes. 15.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and extend it. So let's go right here. Call it your name, or where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Tony? It's Jaden calling from Sacramento. And, hey, you said to call in and ask, so I'm asking. You know, you posted on your Instagram, Mr. Criminal, you know, he was doing YouTube. Somebody asked him, would he go on Roadium? He said, fuck no. He's a weirdo. Tell that fool keep his name out my mouth, or keep my name out his mouth. So I'm calling and asking.
So what's your question, though?
I mean, why? What, do you know the reason? I mean, why would he just dish you out of nowhere like that?
Well, okay, you know what's funny is that I received that video maybe like 2 days ago. And what I did, I just posted it on my Instagram to see what you guys thought about it. Because I didn't know what to make of it, to be honest with you. I never met the guy in person. And so that's what I did. I just put it out there for you guys. So I want you guys to tell me what you guys thought of it. I put it out there, and my thing was this, like, I never met the dude, so I don't understand the animosity or why he was angry. And that was pretty much it, bro. Somebody sent it to me. I posted it. I didn't caption it, and that was it. But I'm glad you called and asked that, bro. Like, honestly, because...
No, yeah, we all felt the same way, you know. Just, it was weird that it came out of nowhere, you know, just weird.
Yeah. Me too. I mean, if I had to ask you this question, why do you think he did that?
I have no idea. I mean, unless he's being influenced by somebody else, you know, somebody's in his ear, or I don't know him. I have no idea, to be honest.
No, it's the same thing, bro. Like, I had no idea. And somebody, like I said, somebody sent it to me. I just posted it up, and I wanted you guys to comment and see what you guys thought about it. But I never met the person. I don't understand why he would be so mad. If I had a question, here's what I would ask him. Why were you so mad? Because somebody asked you, would you ever come on Roadium Radio? And he said, fuck no. My thing is, why
he
would
said,
you?
He said, fuck no. That fool's a weirdo. Tell him to keep my name out his mouth. I was like, what?
See, but when I heard that,
I've never heard you address him.
when I heard that, and I'm glad you asked that. When I heard that, I didn't think he was talking to me. He said, would you ever come on Roadium Radio? Fuck no. And then he goes on to read a couple of more, I guess, on the live chat. And he said, fuck no. He's a weirdo. Tell him to keep his name out of my mouth. I didn't think he was addressing me. Like, I'm being real with you, bro. Because the way real men...
Oh, so maybe he was just reading the chat.
Right. Because the way real men address each other, we call each other by name. You know, when Ice Cube dissed everybody on No Vaseline, he didn't have a problem dissing Dr. Dre, Jerry Heller, Eazy-E, Yella, MC Ren. He called them out by name. That's how men do it. Yep. So if somebody's going to diss me or disrespect me or whatnot, they call you out by name. So my thing is this, that I don't know why he would have animosity for me, towards me. So that's what I'm asking. If anybody knows any of that, call in and let me know. Why do you think he would be mad? Because from what I understood, that somebody asked him, would you ever come on Roadium Radio? And he said, fuck no. So my thing is, why are you mad? I never met the guy. So that's it.
All right. Hey, great show. You know, Hazerd killed everybody with the freestyle. You know, he definitely outpaced everybody. So it's still. So, hey,
appreciate you.
Pushing, y'all.
Thank you.
All good. Thank you, bro.
Yep.
Okay, cool. We got about 7 more minutes. Anybody wants to call in right now and ask Hazerd a question pertaining to music? Let's go. We got 7 more minutes. So,
yeah, make sure you get your merch at drankers.com. Drankers.com, baby. DRANKERS.
Yes.
Drankers.com.
Just want to let you guys know we do have some super chats. Quite a few.
No. We'll take care of this right now. Big Dog, you still have that shot left and you still got a little bit of 40.
I know okay. Salud.
There you go, Carnal. There you go. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Hey, what up? My name is Jose, and I'm calling from Compton, California.
What's cracking, Jose?
Yeah. Well, I just want to say mad props to you, Tony, for fucking giving the whole Rafa the platform you're giving everybody.
Thank you, my brother.
And I got one question for Hazerd.
What's cracking?
Hey, Hazerd, if the opportunity was right and, the major labels hit you up, would you sign or keep it independent, man?
So we've had this conversation for the last literally 12 to 18 months, and basically the way I feel about it is this: I'm not a 17-year-old kid. You're not going to be able to sign me for $15,000 a chain and a couple a lease on a house, a lease on a car. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. That being said, I do feel that, again, like I said it before, we've had a ton of independent success. There's obviously, there's obviously been people that have moved units independently, but as far as being a headlining act on a major label, we haven't really had that, right? And when I say we, I think everybody understands what I'm saying. We're talking about Mexican American people from the United States, typically from the Southwest region of the country, right? We just haven't had that representation. So what I've said is this: it has to make sense, but I will be an asshole not to consider it because I'm trying to kick the door down. You understand what I'm saying? And I want there's a 12-year-old kid right now, and he looks at me like I'm the coolest shit ever. And I want to be the guy that makes it mentally possible for him. I want him to be like, yo, he did it, I could do it. You know what I'm saying? So I would have to say that the math has to make sense. The terms have to make sense. You know what I'm saying? You're not about to get me in one of these ridiculous deals where, you know what I'm saying, it's like, okay, you're going to wear a dress and then you're going to take this amount of money. I'm going to take all your publishing and you're going to do this and you're going to do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing none of that weird shit. That being said, if we're able to establish something that's fair for me, that's fair for the company, and a partnership that we could really work towards, something that makes history, then absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. I'll be an idiot. I'll be a dummy. I'll be narrow-minded. I'll be small-minded not to consider something like that. But again, they got to come correct because a motherfucker ain't thirsty. A motherfucker ain't desperate. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool. You know what I mean? I'm cool. But absolutely, like, I would definitely have to consider it. You know what I'm saying? And we've had some, we've definitely had some preliminary, talks and preliminary conversations with some potentially big situations, but it's in the entertainment industry, Tony could tell you it's a lot of hurry up and wait. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Hurry up and wait.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of like, it sounds good on paper, or it sounds good potentially, or it might possibly could be maybe, but we got to see. You understand what I'm saying? So absolutely, if the conversation is correct, if people are respectful and the terms are right, and you're not trying to insult my intelligence or my artistry, then absolutely, I'm trying to kick doors down, baby. You understand what I'm saying? I really want there's no reason that our buying power can be billions and yet our representation can be so small.
Thank you. Thank you.
You understand what I'm saying? So absolutely, I'm trying to kick doors down. And if that means, a major deal with something like an Atlantic, or a major deal with something like, a Universal, you know what I'm saying? If we're able to make something work, again, that's fair for me, that's fair for them, that makes sense, and that allows our people to be represented properly. It's like I put this pressure on myself, but I constantly feel like every move that I make, it has to be for everybody. I do feel that way. You know what I'm saying? I put that pressure on myself. I do feel like, I got to move perfectly. I'm not going to lie. I do. You know what I'm saying? I would rather say nothing than say something and have it misconstrued, right? That being said, I 1000% would consider a major label or a major situation if it gave my people the right look. You know what I mean? And if the music made sense, ultimately, because that's why I got in this shit for in the first place. Thank you for the call, though, Jose. For real, appreciate you.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, because I've always fucking, I'm a fan of the craft. I'm a hip hop head, and I just listen, keep my ears to the street, and I've always heard of your stuff, and I'm like, man, this guy's flows are so polished to the point where he should be up there with the juggernauts, over here.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, damn, like he needs to be up there, and I'm like, damn, when is this gonna happen? It needs to happen soon. Whenever we think about the West Coast, we need to have Hazerd way up there because, he's the only one doing it, man.
Absolutely, bro. Thank you, carnal.
Thank you.
We're going to take one more phone call before 11 o'clock. So thank you, bro.
Tony.
Yes, sir. Have a blessed night, homie. Okay, one more phone call, and then we out of here. Once again, it'll be 11 o'clock. This will be a 3-hour interview. Well, not an interview. It's a conversation, bro. So call in. If not, forever hold your peace.
Hey.
Nah, I mean. So let's go. One more. Here we go. Right here. Calling your name, or where are you calling from?
It's Chava from Sacramento.
What's up, Chava?
Chilling.
You are last caller for sure, bro.
A banger, man.
For sure. You're the last caller, bro.
All right. That's what's up. Yeah, Hazerd, saludos, bro. Tony, saludos, man, for, having your platform for discussion and like you said, giving a voice to nuestra comunidad.
Absolutely.
I think it's like a golden era. It's like a renaissance era for a lot of our raza, a lot of our artists, and through all the small talk, at the end of the day, there's hella talent out here. You know what I mean? And so, like you, Tony, putting Hazerd on your platform has opened me up to his music. Writings on the Wall is a straight banger.
Yo,
versus,
you went back. Thank you.
From Tulare County, it was somebody I didn't even know about. You know what I mean? And he's got talent. I wanted to hear your opinion. I don't know if you spoke on this, OG, but I wanted to hear your opinion on the youngster Suede and his life being cut short. And then I also just want to throw out two artists out there that I want to put on the radar and see if you could get in touch with.
Money Sign Suede, are you familiar with him?
Yeah.
Okay, and
yes, sir.
Recently, his life was cut short. Yeah. So go ahead.
You want me?
Well, I guess
anytime that there's a loss of life and it's a young life, that's a tragic thing, right? I can't speak to the specifics of how, why, or when he lost his life. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What I can say is that you know, I genuinely, you know, wish the best for his family, and you know, nothing but you know, love, respect, and condolences to his family. It's just, you know, when you have something like that, you know, such a young life, you know, cut so short, you know, there have to be so many moving factors and whatnot, right? And if I was just kind of taught, like, if you don't know, then just, you know, it's better to say nothing. So I would just say love, respect, and condolences to his family.
I want to say this, bro. We didn't lose a rapper. His family lost a son. And my condolences to his father and to his mother. I don't even look at this rap thing, you know. This guy was 22 years old, and this is why it hits home. Because my youngest son is 22 years old. And Hazerd, I'm going to tell you this as a man. If I ever lost my son, I wouldn't want to live anymore. Yeah. So I'm asking all my followers, subscribers, or whatnot, just keep his mother and his father in prayer because they lost a son. Yeah. That's all I want to say. I don't want to say anything else. They lost a son, man. Because let me tell you something. The father usually, you know, cuts the umbilical cord and he comes out of the mother's womb. They raise the child. They see the child crawl. They see the child take his first steps. They take the child to kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade. They want to be proud of their child. And then they outlive their child. Bro, I don't want to outlive my kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got 4 kids, bro, and 4 grandbabies. I don't want to outlive my kids. Yeah. So I could only imagine what the family is going through. So all I'm going to say is this. Let's keep their family in prayer, honestly, while they're going through the trials and tribulation, because they have to bury their son 6 feet under, bro. And all I'm going to say is this.
That's powerful, you guys. Well said. Well said.
That's all, bro. Thank you, bro. That's all I want to say.
Well said. You guys are veteranos. Saludos, you guys. Well said. Thank you for that input. And I don't know if they're requests or just artists I was going to put out there on the radar that I fell in love with. I'm from Sacra, Barrio Northgate, Sacra representative. And so we have a grupo up here, and I know you've had some Spanish grupos on the past, Tony, and this is dope as fuck. We're all in the same community. We all go to the same mercados. We all go to the same elementaries, middle, high school, college. You know what I mean? If you're from, you know, this area, this barrio or this city. And so there's a grupo 14. They're from, well, the lead singer's from Sacramento, but they're making numbers. They're making waves. Not as popular as these other guys, you know, from, you know, other regions like Peso Pluma. But Grupo 14 is a very good grupo, and they do corridos, but they have their own style of corridos. So I just wanted to put that out there. The other one that I would recommend who is out of state. So I know it's very hard scheduling, especially with this new generation. But another artist that I felt, I don't want to say fell in love. No seas mamón. That's pinche joto. It's like you kind of get into. Another artist that I got into over the pandemic, I'd say 2020, is from Kansas City, Missouri. His name is Northeast Mafioso. And he's always representando la raza, all up in the Midwest. And he's connected out here in Califas as well. And his music is worth taking a listen.
Look, Big Dog, do us a favor. Our Instagrams are up on the screen. Send us his music. Let's do that, bro. Send us his music, bro.
All right. That sounds good.
Okay. Thank you, Carnal. I'm out of here.
All right.
Thank you for calling, bro, and asking those questions, bro. I truly appreciate you.
Bendiciones.
Absolutely.
Gracias, you guys.
Yes. All right, we can take these out, bro. Come on.
Cool.
Hell yeah, Norbert. You got some super chats? That's the people dropping money on our...
Sure. Yeah.
Yes, I do, actually.
Big supporters.
Go ahead, bro.
All right. First of all, much love to the live chat. I see you guys. You guys have been making me laugh and when I should be serious.
Yes.
All right. So let's start with Michael Rosas. Give me 1 second. Make sure I am good here. All right. So Michael Rosas dropped $5. Vanilla Ice is greater than Royal Tetas, Mr. Criminalgas, Tekashi 69, and South Park Molester put together.
Thank you, Big Dog, for dropping that money.
Enrique Ledesma dropped $199. All the boy Hazard needed was that True Serum 100.
Hell yeah, the Mickeys.
Big shout out to Rita Castillo for renewing her membership. Thank you very much.
Rita Castillo, thank you. You know what? You're familiar here at Roadium Radio.
100.
So, Rita Castillo, muchas gracias.
Yes. Michael Rosas, thank you for becoming a member today. Appreciate that.
Michael Rosas, thank you.
El Mando 420 also became a new member today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, bro. Truly appreciate you.
Yes. Rita Castillo, again, want to say thank you for gifting a membership on the live chat. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Rita. Thank you.
The Dude dropped $2. Drink that damn Mickey already. Ha ha ha.
Oh, you got less than a quarter.
I got the corner of it.
Yeah.
You know? I got the corner of it.
Michael Rosas dropped $2. Hot Mickey's 40 ounce or Bud Light.
Hot Mickey's.
Hot Mickey's every day.
Hot Mickey's. Fuck Bud Light.
The Dude dropped $2. We said take a drink. Don't deep throat the bottle. Ouch.
I ain't deep throat the
It's just because everything's fucking gay.
Shout out to, it has no name, but they became a member today. So thank you very much for doing that.
Thank you, my bro.
Mr. Escape dropped $199. Hazard, kick a freestyle. You ain't down.
I think I showed that I was.
Yeah, he was down.
Yeah, he definitely did that. Long-time listener called today. I think Diti Contreras dropped a bill on the live chat.
Dang.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. They won.
Thank you, D and Cisco. Muchas gracias from Odessa, Texas. Much love, much respect. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Definitely. And I want to say thank you to Gilbert Ortiz for renewing his membership also.
Gilbert Ortiz, it hasn't even been a month, bro. But thank you for renewing your membership. Thank you.
He says, Tony, you got to book Young V on the show, 100.
Okay.
Yeah. Young V will be dope. Yeah.
Shazzy H-Town dropped $5.
Hey, Shazzy.
You think AI will kill ghostwriting?
Nah, I'm going to say why. That's a supporter of mine. She's always racking with me heavy.
Let me finish the rest
bad,
before you go. Why pay if AI can write raps? Also, Hazard set a standard in my mind for artists. Must be dope and humble. Salute. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
So shouts out Shazzy H-Town. She shows a lot of love. She actually showed it to the Big Dreams video shoot.
Yeah.
And she was like real low key with it. She's like, yo, I'm here. I'm like, huh? You know what I'm saying? And so, went to say hi to her. She's very respectful, very, very nice young lady. And so thank you. Thank you for rocking with me. I really appreciate that. Very, very dope of you. Yeah, man. Tonight was really dope. I just feel like there was a lot of like a lot of love, a lot of community. You know what I'm saying? So, and that shows right there when people want to spend money with you. Yes, I always say this. I appreciate every like, share, follow, every comment, every subscribe. I appreciate it. When people spend money with you just for you talking, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, it's just me talking, right? It's like people spend money with you for that. It's like, wow, that's a different level. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think there's enough thank yous. I don't think there's enough I appreciate yous. I don't think there's enough you're dopes. I don't think there's enough, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for all you do to really express how we feel for that. You know what I'm saying? Every time I get those like donations in the lives, you know what I'm saying? I get off a live and it's like, you've made X amount of money from your live. I'm like, what? People paid to what? I was just talking shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like we were just having a conversation.
Absolutely.
And people are willing to spend with us like that. Like people want to spend with you like that.
Absolutely.
It's like a different level. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is.
So,
yes, it is.
So thank you to every single person that renewed their membership tonight. To all the super chats. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
And genuinely, we mean this. Like we couldn't do it without you. So we appreciate y'all. Thank you very much.
Anything else, or are you good?
Yes, Enrique Ledesma dropped 199. The day job question. Ha 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 ha.
Hey.
Enrique Ledesma also dropped 199 again, and he said Criminalgas had a Will Smith moment.
Wait, read that again.
Criminalgas had a Will Smith moment.
What's a Will Smith moment?
Keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth.
But he said criminalgas.
Yeah, because there was a criminalgas. He made some kind of comment. I don't remember what it was, but apparently he's just saying that he was in his feelings about his wife's name. I don't know.
Okay, was that the last one?
No. Much love to Raza Fu for becoming a member today. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Gracias, Raza Fu.
And Michael Rosas dropped $2. Bring back the 40 for Freaky Tales.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I'd be with it.
All right. And it seems that is all of it.
Okay, before I give my last shout out, Big Dog, shout out to anything you want to promote, anything you want to say, let's do it right now.
Every single Friday, 40 Ounce Fridays at I'm a Hazard, the letter I, the letter M, the letter A, Hazerd. If you rock with me, and like I said, spending with me is a different level of support, but if you would like to spend money with me, drankers.com, drankers.com. That's DRANKERS, drankers.com. We try to really build a community around the merch, around this freestyle series that you guys rock with so heavy. I don't want to just sell you a shirt with my name on it. You know what I'm saying? I want to give you something you can be proud to support, proud to sport, proud to rock. You know what I'm saying? So drankers.com, drankers.com. And again, at I'm a Hazard on TikTok, at I'm a Hazard on YouTube. Excuse me, at I'm a Hazard on Instagram. YouTube is Hazard TV with a 3. Again, there was some video game fool. So HAZ 3RD TV, Hazard TV, and we got the new video coming gassed up. Shouts out to Tony A, and shouts out to Roadium Radio for having me, and always being extremely hospitable with me. Shouts out my guy God Beats. He's off camera. This guy's been rocking with me since before I went to jail for the first time. And I've literally known this dude for like 20 years. So I really appreciate him. You know, he's my right hand. He already knows what it is. You know what I'm saying? Godfather to my daughter, the whole nine. So I just really appreciate him. You know what I'm saying? I knew this dude
Big
a long
Dog,
time.
can you come over here?
You know what I'm saying? This man, look, man, I don't have a lot of relatives that didn't. I don't have a lot of relatives that didn't write me in prison. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, excuse me, a lot of people that aren't related to me that wrote me in prison. You understand what I'm saying? This man wrote me while I was in prison. So, I really appreciate him. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of the man behind the scenes. You know what I mean? He's the dude that a lot of people hit when they're asking about a manager or whatever the case is. The dude just believes in me. He's rocked with me from day one. You know what I'm saying? And we met at a Sam Ash music store. I was trying to buy a microphone because I was trying to rap, and he was making beats on a Yamaha motif keyboard. And cold story, trip out on this. So back in the day when you go to Sam Ash, you used to be able to play all their instruments, all their keyboards. So what this vato did, he was ahead of his time. He was like, I can't afford a $3,000 motif, a $2,000 motif, a $4,000 motif, but I can afford the $25 memory card that goes inside of it. So this vato bought a $25 memory card to put in the motif. He would go to Sam Ash, he would go to Guitar Center, he would put his memory card in, and he would make beats. He would take the memory card out, and he would have beats off the motif.
Fuck yeah.
But, look, here's the thing. Some asshole figured it out, and they started blocking the memory card ports on the motif.
Tell me who it is now. Have that.
You know what I'm saying? But it was a solid like year and a half that he got out of that shit. You know what I mean? With a $25 memory chip, he was able to make beats off of $3,000-$4,000 boards. You know what I'm saying? He would use the Roland Triton. He used the Yamaha motif with a $25 chip.
Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? And he would literally, and that was how I met him. When I met this fool, he was making a beat at the motif. I'll never forget it. There was a rack with like 6 keyboards on it. He was on the middle one. And he's making the beat, and I walked in because his boy, my boy Donnie, I had met him in the other room where I was buying my microphone, and Donnie was trying to fuck around with beats on this computer. Again, you used to be able to play everything in Sam Ash. So Donnie's making beats on his computer. It's this iMac or whatever, and he's making beats. And my boy, he said, "Hey, fool, this fool makes beats, dog. Check it out. Trip out." And he told me like this too. He's Mexican. He makes beats, and I'm Mexican. I rap. He goes, "Check it out, bro." So I met him, and he goes, "You got to meet my boy. My boy's even doper than me." So we went into the next room. The recording room was connected in this little hallway to the room with all the keyboards. So he's on the keyboard, and I walk up, and it's this dude, skinny ass kid. His clothes are hanging off of him. He's got like baggy ass shorts, and he got a trucker hat to the side like this, right? I'll never forget. He has a trucker hat to the side, right? And he's making his beats and shit. So my boy Donnie goes up to him. He taps him on the shoulder, whispers in his ear. This fool turns around. And it's hilarious because he's not like this. You got to understand, my boy's a very quiet dude, very, very, very reserved guy, whatever. But that day he was feeling himself, right? And he goes like this. He walks up, right? I'm like, hey, what's cracking, homie? They call me Hazerd. By this time, I'm going by Hazerd. Hey, what's cracking, homie? They call me Hazerd. You know what I'm saying? And he walks up. He's like, he goes, what's up, bro? They call me Holy Child. And I was like, and he was going by Holy Child, right? Because he grew up in the church. So he goes like this. He's not even looking at me. He's like, oh, what's up, bro? They call me Holy Child. And I was like, yo, this fool's just like me. Like, because I was a cocky little motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And so I remember, like, I must have, my shorts were like 4 inches past my knees. My socks were pulled up 3 inches past my knees. You know what I'm saying? I had like socks stuffed in the tongue of my shoes. You know what I mean? I had a paño hanging out my pocket. You know what I'm saying? My pant, my shirt was like a 3X. You know what I'm saying? And I'm walking around like banged out. And I'm looking at this fool and I'm like, man, he's like me, but he makes beats. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it was? He was bold for God.
You know what I mean? Exactly.
He was both, and he banged on you.
He was just like,
with God.
Right. He was like, hey, what's up, bro? They call me Holy Child. And like from that day on, we rocked. You know what I'm saying? And through a county jail lid, through a prison term, the whole night. One of the only people, shout out my boy Louis too. My boy Louis wrote me too. But I had like 3 people that weren't related to me that wrote me while I was in prison. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of them. You know what I'm saying? So he went from making beats and we collaborated on a lot of stuff to at this point when people ask about a manager, they ask about whatever, this is the dude that you're DMing. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I want to say something.
Yeah.
You say you had 3 people, right?
Yeah.
And he's not even raza.
Yeah.
Right? And that's a beautiful thing, man.
His grandmother took. I was banged out, and his grandmother took me in when I was like, 17 years old.
That's a beautiful thing because that's a God thing, bro.
Yeah,
that's a God thing.
And we've always talked about that. And his grandmother took. His grandmother marched with Dr. King. Like his grandmother literally marched in Alabama with Dr. King. Absolutely. And his grandmother, when I was 17 years old, with my clothes hanging off me, with bandanas under my hat, bandanas on my pocket, took me into her home. Yeah. So I'm always grateful for this dude, like in a different way. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it's funny because when we talk about going to restaurants, right? And we talk about like a Lucille's Roadhouse, we talk about different stuff. And I'm like, that shit's trash, bro. It's nothing like your grandma's cooking. You understand what I'm saying? I grew up with nothing but like tacos and frijoles and arroz. And so the first time I ever had soul food was at his house. So my thing was like, bro, like when it came time to eat, like, you know, she made what she made, and I grew up with nothing, so I was taught you're not picky, you eat what's in front of you.
Absolutely.
So I sat down, I ate food I'd never eaten before, but it was good. It was delicious. It was good. But it's funny because nowadays I'll go to a restaurant and I'll be like, man, this is bullshit. Like people will be like, you gotta try this soul food place, and I'll go, I'm like, it's fucking bullshit because it's nothing like Graham's cooking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And rest in peace to Graham. God rest that woman's soul. Like I said, she marched with Dr. King, and she turned around and she hugged me. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was rough around the edges, Tony. You know what I'm saying? I was a different dude. You understand what I'm saying? And she literally embraced me and she welcomed me into her home. So that's the different. Like this guy is really, that's my bro. You know what I'm saying? Let
me say this, bro. A lot of people don't know. Some people may know. Yeah. My brother married a black woman. Okay. I have 5 black nephews and nieces. Okay. 2 nieces and 3 nephews. Okay. Yeah. I love them, bro. Like, I truly love them. So I just want to thank you for embracing my brother right here, bro. Yeah. And I've always been for the whole black and brown unity thing, bro, because we're the same. Yeah. And that's all I want to say, bro. Honestly, I want to tell you thank you, bro. Like muchas gracias, carnal.
Yeah. You know what? Talk about trying to do more in that space, too, as we grow and get bigger. We want to kind of
try to educate. Yeah. Try to educate and eliminate ignorance for sure.
No, it's true, bro. Try to eliminate ignorance. So absolutely. Thank you, bro.
Absolutely.
Other than that, bro,
Yeah.
Shout outs, you good?
I'm good, Dougie. I appreciate everybody for watching. Thank you very much.
Cool.
All right, we got a few more super chats. Huh?
Okay. Go ahead, and then after you're done, put me on the single right here. Okay, go ahead.
All right, Shazzy H Town dropped $2. Tony, what happened with Cuban Link?
Cuban Link will be on soon. That's all I'm gonna say, Shazzy. Cuban Link will be on soon. He lives in New York, so he's not here all the time, but we're gonna fucking make it happen. I guarantee you, this year, within 2 months tops, he'll be here.
Oh shit! All right, Rock Bottom and the Dome drop $199. I will get redemption for Portland. This is Perruco.
Yeah.
Enrique Ledesma drop $199. Have him on Roadium Radio. That just
have who on Roadium Radio?
That's all he put. Enrique Ledesma. If you could let us know exactly who you want on Roadium Radio, that would be much appreciated.
All good.
But as far as super chats, that is all of them.
Okay, put me on this one right here. Tell me when I'm on.
You're
okay. Okay, first and foremost, I want to thank everybody on the live chat. I want to thank everybody that subscribed, everybody that became a member. Because if it wasn't for you guys, you know what? Tony A, Roadium Radio wouldn't exist. Honestly, I owe everything to my fans. And if you guys ever see me, you guys ever want to talk to me, ask me a question, take a picture, have an autograph, honestly, I'm there for you guys. Because once again, like every artist, if you guys support them, they should support you guys. Okay? I would not be shit if it wasn't for you guys. So I thank you guys, honestly. You know, it's much love, much respect to you guys. Other than that, Norbert, go ahead. You have one more.
All right, I got one more from Young V. She dropped $199. She said, dope episode. Y'all have a safe night. God bless.
God bless. So one last thing, let me give a shout out to News and Norbies. Let me give a shout out to my son B-SKANLESS. Let me give a shout out to the Hip Hop Jedi. And let me give a shout out to once again Alex Cervantes Enterprise. A lot of you guys wanted me to comment on the whole criminal thing that he commented on. Honestly, like the reason why I hesitated to post that was at first because I didn't think he was talking about me. Somebody asked him, would you ever appear on Roadium Radio? And he said, fuck no. That's all he said. My only question would be is like, why the hostility? I never met you. I don't think I ever said anything against you, you know. And I don't have any animosity towards you. And if you do have any animosity towards me, bro, you have my number. Let's be men about this. I'm 55 years old, big dog. You have my number. You can call me at any time. Okay? So my boy Seven put me in contact with you. We text a couple of times. I don't know what happened with you, bro. So when you said fuck no, obviously you said fuck you. So let's clear the air, and I'll tell you what, just call me, bro. That's the way grown men handle it, bro. We don't go on social media. We don't go on Instagram. We don't go on Facebook. We don't go on fucking, Twitter. We don't go on YouTube. Handle our shit. We handle our shit like men, bro. This ain't no hood shit. This ain't no gang shit. This ain't no neighborhood shit. Man to man shit. This is you and me. That's it. Talk to me. Call me. Let's settle this shit. You want to meet somewhere? Let's meet somewhere. Okay? That's all I'm going to say, bro. But other than that, I have no animosity towards you. I never even met you. So with that, I'll say, God bless. See you guys tomorrow with News and Norbies. We out of here. You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this biatch.
Hello.
take you away from it all. The possibilities are endless. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes phone call.
Hello. Hello.
Let me show you a little world of excitement. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call. Take you away from it all. Take you away from it all.